Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the next episode, actually, of Modern Combat 5, the North American, I want to say North American European Finals.
We may get there, but at the moment today, it is just the North Americans. For us, though, we are in Europe, so it is a bit of a crossover, and the time differences are telling on us a little bit, but it's got to be all the North Americans this time.
I mean, for us, it's midnight already, but that doesn't make anything up to the action we will see, definitely.
Us gamers, we thrive at this time.
Of course. That's what we're here for. So, I'm Renee once again, and with me, the play-by-play legend, actually, formerly known as the EMP fanboy. In case you missed the last show of Modern Combat 5, you might notice him as the #1 EMP fanboy.
It was that side. I got it wrong.
Yeah, but this time there is no EMP. No EMP at all.
No EMP, different teams. Different nations. This is gonna. I'm actually looking forward to seeing how different they play, because the first time I ever witnessed Modern Combat 5 was watching the Europeans. Now, I come from an FPS background where, you know, across the world, whether that's North America, whether that's Europe, whether we're talking, you know, Asia, all kind of things, they all play differently. So I'm going to be going into this open-minded, see how they play, and really comparing the two.
I mean, of course, it's interesting to see if NA got the same play style as the EU teams we saw, like gathering around specific spot. Of course, using grenades a lot.
It's very true.
Was like the initial thing you have to do to win a match last time was bringing in your grenades at below the last minute to just finish up the match.
Just use them, kind of cluster them up. You can pin teams back. The grenades that kind of, you know, will penetrate through walls, will damage their team. It does push them back. It does put a lot of kind of pressure on them as a team. But we'll talk about that as we get into the game. I think for now, you know, it's just here to introduce this. I'm excited to see some North American action, and I just want to get into it. I've got my 2 iPads here. I'm ready. I've got my children back. Here we go. Waiting for the lobbies and the passwords to get in as well, and we will bring you the action as soon as possible. But it's going to be a good one.
Yeah, while we're waiting for your passwords to actually get into the game, we should have a quick look at the bracket, of course. So, if you could... Yes, you did it. That's great. So, let's have a quick look at the bracket for today. Sorry for that. Here it is. Of course, we won't show all the matches for today.
No.
Because otherwise we won't finish till next day.
We'll be here for a very, very long time. But, as you can see there, we've got Hawg versus the SD clan, I believe. And we've got first action up against Team Imperius. SXC we've seen already from the European side, SI Senior, Tools and Velocity. Of course, we'll update, of course, you know, which teams progress, you know, which ones go through to the final. And just a reminder, best of 3 up until that final, which will be a best of 5.
The games we'll see today are those ones. Of course, we can't name all of them yet because we don't know who's in the semifinal and who will be in the grand final. But we'll start with Hawg against SD Clan and then switch over to Tools Inc. against Velocity. So it will be hard to pick favorites this time because I saw some of the videos about some of the teams, but that's it. There's nothing more for me.
We've played the game, we've got involved with it. However, we're the first to kind of hold our hand up and say, you know what, we don't know these teams, we don't know these players, but that's what we're here to do. We're here to learn some of these guys and see their roles as they progress through. But of course, this is the GO4 MC5 for the North American region. And the first game is going to be Hawg versus SD Clan.
So, I mean... Of course, we should pick favorites once again, like last time. I know you beat me on that.
I'm closing my eyes and just picking one. I'm going with SD Clan this one. There you go.
Okay, then I got
straight into it.
Yeah, that's okay. So, are the guys ready already? Could you just check it?
I will check. We are waiting for them. I'll start to join the lobby for you now. Just bear with me 1 second.
It looks so good how you handle 2 iPads.
Do you know what? I'm a very good multitasker. That's a lie. I am not. However, we are getting better as we go, and
well, I can tell you that's how he got all the wins in the game. Actually, playing against himself, he's just using my pad to play against himself.
Yeah, ranking up.
That's it.
Definitely don't do that at home because it will not help you get better. And I can join on both now. Join into the game. And we're just loading in, of course. Hopefully all things good to go. The spectating team will be able to bring it through. But just kind of recap as well, the game mode, it is team battle, team deathmatch, 1 point, 1 kill. It's dead easy to follow, but I think that's probably the best thing about this. You know, there's no complications. You have a weapon, you have a few grenades in your back pocket as well. Kill the other team, that's 1 point. First to 50.
But that's not as easy as it sounds. We saw that last time. I mean, we saw teams actually dominating the map and then losing in the last minute.
Yes. We've seen teams kind of gain a lead, and for me as kind of an FPS player, like ex-player, kind of caster, I always do these FPS titles. It's very hard to watch a team lose a lead because notoriously, if you are in the lead, you will be able to what we call trade. So, you know, if you're 5v5, if you're 5 points up, your player goes down, you trade that kill. You get a point for yourselves. But now in the game, we've got 4 of the SD members. I think we're waiting for 2 of the Hogs as well. We're all good to go as far as I'm concerned. We're going to be playing on conversion. That is the first map, and we've seen this previously in the EU side, so it will be good to see, you know, how these NA guys go about it. You know, will they be more fast-paced? Will they be slower and more reserved?
I mean, we can have a quick look at what happened at the last monthly final. Of course, the European one. We talked about that already. EMP won it.
Yeah.
So I think we should just have a quick look at how everything went on there and our first Modern Combat 5 cast, of course.
Let's do it.
Modern Combat, the first ever Modern Combat 5 European GO4 final.
40 to 43. They've got 6 kills, 7 kills back to back. 8 kills there as finally a kill comes in now, and now they take the lead. Renee, you've jinxed them, man. I'm telling you right now, SXC, they're 45 and 45. This is so close.
I'm dying, really. Looking at this like, oh, come on.
It's even right now. 47 to 46. The time is definitely not going to come into it, but I'd love to see the SXC boys stick together. Vital is unstoppable. You can see it on the screen. 1 point to 2 points. It's over. I think SXC clinched that. They did. And Renee, eat your own words there, my goodness. Moment. Sultan sticking to what he knows though. Cog in hand, the silence and grenade. My goodness, that's not over 1, that's a double from Sultan. I'm glad I caught that one. But he does finally go down. Passy's the one to take him. And on Divas though, he's 10 kills, 3 deaths. He's got an auto turret deployed as well. Sultan's going to add salt to the wound there of the boys of SXC, and EMP are running away with this one. 2 kills away from taking it. The grand final here, the GO4 Cup of Modern Combat 5. He's got to go to EMP. If they can just kill 2 more players, make it 1, it's done, it's dusted. And EMP, your seed number 1, your German champions. For that one, do I want to exit? I don't, but I'm going to have to because it's over. P.
Oh, totally forgot
we
the
are
microphones.
back again now. Testing, we're back live. And yeah, that was kind of a bit of a recap of what we saw last week. And it seems so long ago. That's the crazy thing. When I'm watching that, I feel like that was such a long time ago.
Was it really last week?
Now we're back. Sure? It might have been 2 weeks. I mean,
2 weeks.
It just gets confusing every now and again. But this time we will be seeing the same maps, the same modes, but different players. You guys in North America are obviously tuning in. Hello, welcome. My name's Phil. Renee will be guiding you through the whole tournament, and we will, at the end of this, have our winner, much like we did for the Europeans.
Hopefully, it would be a shame if we don't have a winner, right?
Oh, I'll make it happen. I'll join in and I will play and probably lose for that team. We are waiting for 1 player, I believe, on Hog just to get into the game, into the lobby, and we are good to go. But other than that, I mean, for me, really now, Modern Combat 5, we've had our first stream of it. We've had our first kind of looks and our first impressions of it. For me, coming from FPS and seeing how different it is crazy. I try and follow it and I try and join in as much as possible. But the main things for me, and to kind of almost help you guys at home, watch out for those grenades. There will be a lot of hip fire, not too much aiming down sights as well. But all in all, let's get into the action. I believe we are ready. It's going to be conversion. It's going to be team battle. Let's do this, Renee.
Yeah, I'm hyped for that. I mean, like you said, 2 weeks already waiting for it. But here we go. And hopefully we'll see it. Those good matches once again. I mean, last week. Now I'm on the wrong train as well. 2 weeks ago we had amazing matches, like very close ones and all that. So.
Okay, well, straight away I'm jumping on board with Titan. He seems to be just playing a little bit slower here. I'm going to expand that minimap just for a second as the blue team. That will be WH, also known as Hog. Let's get out of there as the first kill is made. And now we're jumping on board with Fire. He's rocking the assault rifle, wielding his pistol. I think that does make the movement a little bit quicker as well, as he does go around. That's your teammate, buddy. You don't want to be taking him down, but luckily he doesn't have to. First minute is nearly over, and I tell you what, definitely slower paced. I have noticed we are actually facing a 5 versus 4 here in A, so just to point that out.
I mean, that's a shame to start the tournament with. This is the monthly final. You don't want to start at 5 versus 4.
especially in a team-based game like Team Battle as well, where you want to be trading. But early lead does go to Hog. 5-2 is going to be the scoreboard. Let's jump on board with someone from there. We're going to go on board with Dipstick, and I like that. Easy name to say. Some of these are very hard, but Exterior popping off with a double nade as well, making that 8-2. Another third. Oh my goodness, I told you to watch out for grenades, and that is why 4 kills back-to-back from the Pyrotechnics there, but it does finally fall. And jumping on board with Titan, it looks like he's popped a scope on this weapon.
I mean, that might be the wrong scope, actually, for this map. There are no long ranges where you could actually make use of it.
Well, let's see what he can do. I'm sure he is the expert. Maybe prove us wrong here, turning around. Just finding a teammate as a couple of kills come back-to-back. The team's definitely getting into it as a recon aircraft has been deployed. Waves and Dan picking up kills. And you know what I love? I love this Brazilian flag here, rocking on this SMG. So much ammo in this weapon. I like it. 3 kills, 3 deaths. And I want to call him a name, but he's currently hyphen underscore hyphen. So I'm going to call him Smiley. That's his new name.
I mean, SD down by 2. That's not much, we know that. Until the last minute, it doesn't matter how big the gap is, actually.
Yeah. And obviously, creating those gaps, creating those leads, very, very important. Currently 16-16 at this moment in time. We are coming up to that halfway mark. Quick reminder, it is, of course, 7 minutes per game, and that's a bit of a wavy shot, but Scorcher gets the job done as Fire picks up one, picks up the second with a knife into Smiley's face, and Dipstick answering back, and that's a good trade from Dipstick there. Finds a couple as well for his name, finally takes a 2-point lead, Renee.
If you have a look at the map, it's just interesting to see, actually, that it seems like SD try to gather around the center and then waiting for one from Forge every time stepping in there. They're not really going for it. They got like 3 turrets, like a Rainbow Six, you know that?
Yeah.
Having turrets and having roamer. And it seems like they just want to actually use the whole map to build a trap for them and just wait for them to come in.
I mean, that's the one thing about shooters, right? You want to put yourself in the most advantageous position. I think that's what they're doing there. Send themselves with, you know, a good setup. Those turrets as well are going to be those 6th and 7th men on the field, if you like. But Scorch is going to take down Exterior. 27-26 is the scoreline. EMP strike has been deployed there, and you're going to see that coming in very, very shortly. His gunfire is still going down. Smiley does fall once again. Titan's still alive. 3 kills, 4 deaths for him. As we quickly switch over, it looks like Raccoon, he's in the game. He's on 0-0. Let's see what he can do because he is late to the party. Let's see if he can make an impact.
That's a heavy gunny ball in there.
Like it. Starting off strong, makes it 1. He's going to pop the grenade out as well. That should be a second. Does find him, and there we go. Scorcher falls, and 2-0 is the scoreline for Raccoon already.
No, they're just one side. You see that, like SD on the upper part of the map, while Forge is still on the lower part.
Good plays here from SD. However, still trailing by 3 points. 2 minutes 40 left on the clock, and you can see that little bit of a lead is getting larger and larger for the boys of Hawk. 37-32 is the scoreline as we approach that 2-minute mark. Another falls there. Smiley takes down Fire. Raccoon answers as well. Waves is going to fall as well. And now I'm trying to jump on board with a player who's actually alive. And at this moment in time, it just looks like his dog. Why is that? I will not know. However, what I can do is swap the iPads. We're back. We're back in action, baby. It's 43-35. 2 minutes is approaching. Raccoon, though, definitely a player, and I'm going to go on board with Raccoon because he joined late. 6-2. Definitely making an impact for the team now. Hog looking to run away with it. 6 points away, Renee.
It's still an interesting match. I mean, we don't know yet which is the stronger team. You picked SD, but of course you don't know them. Same for me on Forge. I don't know those guys. Well, actually, Forge is pulling away a bit, but still not enough. You know, one push by SD with grenades, like everyone having grenades. Yeah, didn't work out.
Didn't work out for them, and he stops you in your tracks. Look at the scoreboard as the plays to watch there was Exterior, 15 kills, 10 deaths, a great 1.5 ratio there. But overall, it was only Fire and Scorcher who could hold their own, of course, for SD. And now that is the end of map 1 of this best of 3. So potentially we'll see another 2 maps. That's if SD go on and take the second one. But by the looks of the first one, very dominant from Hog, especially when they got Raccoon in to secure that one as well. I'm going to exit that game on both of these. I'm becoming a multitasking genius right now.
Do you want to have a look what I do over here?
That looks way too complicated. My job is to speak and watch and just have some fun. I hope you guys are as well. But yeah, first map to Hog, what do you reckon?
Like I said, SD, that strat they were actually playing was looking good, but they couldn't just convert that into enough kills.
Yeah.
It might help them on another map, depends on what's up next. So, Horch looked like they got good roamers, good individual players, but we saw that last time, EMP was the team having the best team play. They know when to push all together, they're not lost on the map.
Yeah.
And sometimes it looked like SD was lost on the map. They were getting into traps and all that.
Yeah, there were points for SD where they were kind of like, yes, I'm doubling up with one of my teammates, but my other two are on the other side of the map and they're getting pinched and I can't help them. And it was a bit of out-positioning from the boys of Hog. And I will say, as soon as they got Raccoon back in, they started to really kind of concrete that lead. And it was 2, 4, 5, and then in the end it was just a bit of a snowball effect and taking map number 1. Congratulations, obviously, to Hog. However, they are not through to those semi-finals just yet. Quarterfinal, this one is number 1. And I'm just going to see if the next match is available.
I mean, we saw that on the lower level of the map, you definitely need to set up all those smaller task forces to have crossfire on it, because you can actually see all around the map from every corner. So you need to set up your team properly, maybe have like 2 on the left, 2 on the right, and then Roma in the middle. That didn't work out for them. They tried to get around the center. That's where the trap strat actually worked.
Yeah.
Because Horch was just going in there each and every time with single players so they can pick them up.
That was the problem.
But in the end, SD was not able to convert that into like controlling half of the map, bringing up crossfire, making sure they get the kills in, and then beat Horch. That didn't work out.
Okay, well, next map is being set up now. We're going on to Scramble is going to be the match. Again, team battle, first to 50, 1.1 kill. Simple as that. And I will hop into that spectate mode ever so elegantly with my double iPad. And we'll get this game rolling here. You still sticking with Hog, I'm guessing. After that victory, you know, I've got to say, they look dominant. They got Raccoon in, they were looking good. And I think they're going to take this next one as well. I think we could be seeing the 2-0.
I mean, it depends on if SD is able to actually adapt to the playstyle of Horch. We know that. That's what we saw in the last European final.
Yeah.
So if SD got the right mindset to go into the second match and like, okay, guys, we saw it going wrong. We didn't play the map that well. We didn't pick all the kills we could have eventually had.
Yeah.
Of course, it was also about grenades. It looked like Horch got more grenades in the game. Of course, that's not true.
We saw that at the start. We saw
like that.
Those 4 grenade kills back to back. It just kind of proves the point that we were saying. Obviously, those grenades are so vital in this FPS, more than any I've seen in any other FPS. It's crazy how effective these are. So if you're a player, if you're someone who's wanting to get your hands on the game, definitely watch out for that.
I mean, what we were missing was the key point we saw last time. You know, that 1 second where everyone was pushing with the grenades and they took like, you told us already, 4 kills at the start.
Yes.
But there was no second key moment back in the game. That's what we saw with the EMP games. Every time it was like, yeah, you don't know who's winning, and then one of the teams was pushing into the last minute with like all the grenades, go all in onto one attack, and that actually finished the match.
Well, you saw it. Map 1 has gone down. Map 2, though, as I said, it is going to be Scrabble. This is actually one of my preferred maps. Now, I've not had, 10,000 million hours on this. However, Scramble, I enjoy it purely because the exterior, you're outside, you're in the open, you've got less cover, and there's not kind of individual rooms where you may kind of lose your teammates. I kind of like the layout of this. It's got those kind of sniper towers, if you like. I'm not sure we'll see snipers on this, but I like that kind of team-facing team, 5v5.
Yeah.
It's not like one-on-ones in the room, so you've really got to have your teamwork on point, and maybe that's where SD come into their own.
We had that one player with a big sight on his weapon, actually, with multi-fire, so that could be handy on that map.
Maybe, if he keeps it on this time. I do like the variations of weapon we've seen. We've seen, obviously, heavy gunner. Of course, we've seen your assault rifles and SMGs come into play as well. But I do like the variation that we are having between these two teams. It looks like we're just waiting for a couple of players from SD, and then we will get this game underway.
Just cheer them up.
Maybe, I mean, there's 2 of them waiting right now. 3 of them are still yet to join, and hopefully they haven't thrown in the towel too early, because that
if they bring another one now, they are 3. We can just join in.
I am not going to take responsibility for their loss, because I tell you what, we saw the scoreboard at the end, and some of them were struggling. 6 and 15. I'd be 6 and 50. Well,
No, not that bad.
I don't think that's possible.
No.
Somehow I'd make it happen, though, but we are getting them in. Scorchers join Titan and Waves. Thank you very much. We're just waiting on your teammates, of course, and then we'll get this one underway. Modern Combat 5, though, if you are interested, get online, download the game, have some fun. That's what we're trying to encourage here. This might be something for the first time that you've seen. It is on tablets, it's on phones. Everyone has a phone nowadays. Not everyone has, obviously, that PC, that console. So to get your hands on a tablet or a phone, more than likely you do. Get on that Play Store and give it a download.
But don't forget what you actually wanted to do, like going to work. Because that's what happened to me.
Forget
I was
it all.
playing it at work, you know, at the office. Like,
Put it to one side. All that matters now is Modern Combat 5. That's all you need to know. 3 of them are still in. We are waiting for 2 of them. Hopefully, they're okay. What I will do, Renee, is just double-check these guys.
let them know. Let them know we want to see some good fighting right now. We got 4 of them now.
Oh, we got 4.
Yep. We're getting close to it.
I just realised I'm logged in yours. They're like, who's
Don't
this guy
swear with
speaking
my
to?
account, please.
I would never swear. Never swear at all. But we are waiting for that 5th player to join in. If you are new to Modern Combat 5, though, you know, we've talked about getting involved and actually jumping on the game. It's not something that's really complicated. Sometimes when you're picking up a new game, you got to learn different weapons, you got to do different game modes. It's just 1.1 kill. Team battle, focus on that game mode. That's what I've personally done. I've found out for me, quick tips with me, use the assault rifle SMG. Do not touch the sniper. It's very hard. Shotguns as well, I think up close and personal are very good. I'd like to see more of that here, but these are the pros. These are the guys that know best. You know, they're in the finals of the tournament, and this is not just the only tournament that they have played. They've played week after week to get here for the North Americans as well as the Europeans we saw just a couple of weeks ago.
Good thing is, like I said already, it's easy to get into it because you can even join the community on the Discord channel we have with ESL, and then you can be picked up by a team. So if you're the only one of your friends that playing this game, first of all, it's a shame.
Tell them all about it.
Yeah, but don't worry about it. You could just jump on Discord, find a team, get into our ESL GO4 Cups. It's not hard, actually.
Well,
I mean, even you could do it.
I tried. I did try, and I failed miserably, and that's why I'm sat behind the desk. You know, I'm the one analysing it, going through play by play. And actually, every time I watch this, on a serious note and jokes aside, I actually learn so much from these guys. You know, just the movement, the way they kind of run around, the weapons that they're using, the grenades, and the timing of where to do it. It's just when I kind of get my hands on that iPad, on that control, I just can't kind of put it into the game, which is a shame for me, but hopefully you guys are better.
No, they're dropping down to 3 again.
Yeah, let's have a look.
What happened?
Just double check for you now. Oh, we're back up to 4. Of course, these guys all have to join a lobby as well and get involved. So if there is a connection problem, then unfortunately they can't. But we're waiting for just one player.
Like I said, just click on stop spectating. Let's do it.
No.
Finally, live gameplay.
No. He's in. Thank you. See, he heard you and thought, Phil is not playing. I'm getting involved. Titan. Thank you very much for getting in. So we've got Waves, Crystal, Scorcher, Fire, and Titan for the boys of SD. And for Hawg, we've got Dan, Raccoon, Exterior, Dipstick, and like a smiley face. That's it. It's just a hyphen, and
Smiley face, the
underscore.
best ever.
And Smiley. That's your new name, Smiley, whether you like it or not.
Just don't hit stop spectating, please.
Yeah, I'm thinking one of them's like stop spectating. We're ready to go. I've given him the go. I've given him the thumbs up to start this one. And hopefully we're going to see an interesting one. Just like we did on the first one, of course, it was a very close game to start with, of course, before Hawk did kind of just take that one step in the league. And it was really kind of the effect of getting Raccoon back in the game.
He was one of the key players in there, which is just, I'd say, funny because he wasn't there for during the start, but he then took over the match, made sure his team was winning. That's it.
Okay, well, it looks like one of the players has disconnected again. Just trying to obviously find out exactly where they are.
Let me help you.
Nothing is helping us find this one player at this moment in time. However, it looks like one of the guys is unresponsive at the moment, but we are trying to sort this as soon as possible. Sorry for the technical difficulties.
They should just step in there right now.
Yeah, I think one of the problems was the coach was actually in spectator mode as well. Of course, that's a privilege only us have. You cannot watch the other team play. And we'll be able to kick this one back on as soon as we do get that player from SD back in the game. It looks like they're trying to resolve it as soon as possible. I'm not sure whether...
Dip. Get it done, Phil? Phil is all over this right now.
Just telling them straight.
No, they're
5v5. We've got 5.
Let's
go.
Let's start.
Go. Game is starting. Let's get into it. It's got to be scramble. It's team battle. Renee, take us away. Put us into that game. Here we go. Okay, so which is the player in the lobby first of all? It's Fire. So I'm going to stay on board with him as the players do get ready. As we update the scoreboards for you, it is now 1-0 for Hawk. So time ticks away, 7 minutes on the clock, and here we go. Fire is going to be the one on your screens. Just looking at that minimap, here we go. As this one will be pushing out. This is what I'm talking about, very open spaces. See them cross map. That's a great kill from Fire. That's going to be a headshot to Dipstick as they get first blood in the battle.
Still missing that first blood. That would be awesome.
You never know.
Seems like they're just trying to sort out who should be where.
Okay, well, good start for Hawk as Dipstick picks up the 5th kill. Recon aircraft has been deployed. Next area is going to actually get another kill, make it 2. Waves is going to trade that one out, and now 7-2 is the scoreline here. Finally going to see more grenades being thrown. Oh, and there you go. Precision with that grenade, finally. A couple of kills back-to-back for the boys of SD. 9-6 is your scoreline, Renee. 1 minute has gone. So far, so good for the boys of Hawk.
And he tried with that grenade to actually have revenge for his step, but didn't work out.
Bit of pre-fire going down, and that's not the first time we've said that on this map. We see
some different red dots and sides.
Yeah, it's good to see the variation. Yeah.
They're now gathering all around that. You see SD, like all the way down.
Yeah, SD seems
just
to
hugging that corner.
Located their defensive spot. Let's see what Hawk are going to do to try and break this one. They do have grenades. Looks like one player is going for the flank. Raccoon has picked up one. Trying to jump on board with someone a little bit closer in the action. Is that a sniper I see?
That's definitely a sniper rifle.
Well, that's a nice headshot there as Dan takes down Waves. 13-9 is the scoreline in your first quarter-final. Map number 2 here, Modern Combat 5. So far, so good for the boys of Hawk.
It's again pulling away early on. Will be interesting to see if SD is actually able to get back into the game before we cross the 2-minute mark.
This is just so dominant from Hawk at the moment. This is kind of scary. 19-10, nearly doubling the scoreline. And really, my first instincts of watching Europeans to North American players is it seems very similar. And for me, that's because the game is new, the game is fresh, and they're kind of all just playing their own play style at the minute. I'm sure the pros will have something to say about that and who is the better team, of course. But with 4 minutes left on the clock, scoreline stands at 21-13. Dipstick, 4 kills, 5 deaths.
I got the impression that the EU matches we saw, I mean, this is the quarterfinal, so we don't know yet, but the EU matches we saw were a bit more fast-paced.
I don't know, you know. I think, you know, at times the North Americans have definitely been up there. I think we can really make a fair judgment when we see maybe a couple more games, but I think the problem is SD in particular as a team are very slow. They are a slower paced team. Not necessarily a negative, but it is working that way at this moment in time. 27-16. See there, that recon being so evident in the final stages. Exterior seems to be going off once again. Another double kill. Raccoon makes another. Smiley picks up the Fire. And my goodness, this is dominating for 32-17. It looks like map 1 was just a warm-up. Oh my goodness, spawn traps come in. And Smiley taking down 2, only Fire answers back, and the scoreline's just getting worse here, Renee.
I don't think SD can have a comeback on that particular map. There was a really strong start from Horge, and
yeah.
they see confident. Like, they look confident right now. It's just they play in their play style. They try to actually control the map, have a look at each corner, and it works for them.
So far, so good. 41 to 21, a 20-point lead. I'm not sure we've even seen that in the Modern Combat 5 history to get that checked out. But it's 41 to 23 now. 9 kills available. 3 minutes left on the clock. And you know what? I don't even see there being enough time for the players on SD to come back. Oh my goodness! Everyone a jump on board with goes down, but not Dipstick. Dipstick does pick up a kill. Trades it out by Sky. And now with 7.7 kills left for the boys of Horde. Not only to take the map, but they will be advancing to the semi-final.
This could be the deciding moment already. Just look at them, how they all now use the grenades because they know exactly where Horde is, but they didn't pick any kills.
No, they didn't indeed. 46 to 27. I feel this is all but over. Dipstick, 10 kills, 8 deaths. Pretty much the same for Exterior there. Smiley, he's on 13 and 6. Dan, 6 and 2. Definitely a slower paced player, but he's the one using that sniper, picking him off from long spots. And you know what? I think he's got one in his sights as well. Just waiting for him to poke out, and 1 kill is all it's going to take. I presume that's coming very, very quickly. Who's going to pick it up? Is it Exterior? It looks like it is, and there we go. Horde finally closes things out there, and as we swiftly exit that game, I will say that was so dominating from the team of Horde. Map 1, yes, it was comfortable. Map 2, it was destruction. That was almost quite horrible to watch if you're a bit of an SD fan.
I mean, that sounds really harsh, but it looked like SD was not up to the place that Horde was actually bringing into this game.
That's why I agree with that.
It was just, it's not their style of play to be rushed, to get back into, like, stick to one corner, trying to actually crossfire people and all that. Horde was looking good, even if they brought in that one sniper. 33% of accuracy.
Yeah.
That's fine. That's great. If you know you got someone on the map actually having an overview of everything, and you know he could just give intel. Giving intel, picking up some kills, that's it. That's how they control the map. Then they got all those perks coming to, like, getting them due to all those kills.
Yeah.
Here's the helicopter, the drone, the turret. That was all helping them actually to establish the lead.
Yeah, I completely agree, especially when you said getting that recon, getting that intel as a sniper, because, again, coming from FPS, you know, sometimes communication is better. You know, if you spot 2 go into a certain site, you call that out, that's 2 kills for your team that you may not pick up, but your teammates will. And before we go to a break, before we kind of go to that, what I do want to say is Horde now progress to that semi-final. We will be then going on to another quarter-final. Before we go into these semi-final matches and eventually that grand final, we will see another quarter-final team. So I'm excited to see about that one, but so far so good for Horde.
Whoa, you're looking at me like, oh, I mean, you should say something.
Horde, so far so good.
I can't say anything about that because we tried to analyze it, and as SD had to actually adapt to what they saw in Route 1, they didn't. They tried to become much slower. I mean, the first map was slow, but even trying it to take a step further back, becoming even slower, I think Horde reacted to it with that one sniper.
Yeah,
so we're like, okay, they will just stay in one corner, try to gather people, but they don't want they won't rush. They don't bring in that much grenades. They won't repositioning that often. That was easy for him to get those kills.
Okay, well, Horde do progress to the semi-final. We'll go on to a quarter-final very, very soon. And other than that, I mean, so far so good for the North Americans. It's been good to see. It's been good to see their kind of play style. We've only seen 2 teams, 1 game. We've seen a very fast-paced team in Horde. We've seen a very slow-paced team in SD. And unfortunately, SD will fall, unfortunately, in that quarter-final. Horde, though, congratulations into the semi-finals. We will go on board with our quarter-final very shortly.
Yeah, we'll just head into a quick break and we're back in some minutes. So definitely stay tuned, of course, because it won't take that much time.
Couple of minutes, we'll be right back.
See you there.
whose eye you stain with tears, a wretch hell-bound and bent on blood, the makings of the fearful spheres. The tide it stole away her grace, but depths they wouldn't claim her. Toil begat by father's blood, this path was laid before her. Redemption born by brigand's blood, a blight upon the darkness. The pact embraced, the road unsolved.
back again, Modern Combat 5, still the North American monthly finals, Phil.
So far, so good, I said when we went out. However, we've had a few teams that have been disqualified. Not going to get into it too much. We have another team ready in the semi-finals. Now, you've already seen one of these teams, which is Hawk. They progressed through to the semis. The other team is First Action. Now, this team consists of Ratel Limited, Aqua, Rabbit, and Ryo. They all have names, which is fantastic. I love you guys already. I'm rooting for you this time. But yeah, we're going to be playing different maps, same game mode, and hopefully we can get into it pretty quickly because all the players there are ready. We're now in spectator mode, and we're good to go, believe it or not.
That's great. I was just looking at it like, oh, you're not even spectating.
I was like, I'm so glad they didn't start it while I am. But no, we're good to go. We're, of course, still on board as well with Hawk. They're a team that showed a lot of promise in the quarterfinals, and they dominated their opposition.
But we don't know yet how strong SD Clan was. That's the problem. I mean, of course,
No one
they
knows.
can't be bad because they're in the monthly final.
That's very true.
But it could be like the worst team actually today. Who knows?
You never know. But we're going to go into our first semi-final. It's going to be team battle as always. First to 50 is the score. And of course, we're going to be battling now on Rooftops. Now, I said the other map was my favorite. This is my least favorite. The only reason I say that is because I suck at it. I'm sure these guys do not, though. Let's get on board and see exactly what these boys are doing. So, here we go. 7 minutes on the clock. First to 50, and the person that we are jumping on board with is gonna be, in fact, let's go with a new team. We're gonna go on board with Aqua. He's already gonna come in, just assist his teammate, which is Rabbit, gonna pick up the first kill here. And taking a bit of cover in fire, holding out the pistol. Sniper rifles are in action as well. So it looks like Limited will be rocking this one, Renee.
Yeah, I mean, well, we got a message already telling us that First Action will bring in a sniper, and that this guy should be awesome.
Okay.
So we should better look out for him.
Okay, well, first things first, I love snipers, so if this guy pulls something off, I will get very, very excited. However, nothing yet. I like what he's rocking. I like the weapon. He's got his grenades as well. Trying to impact them through those walls. And you can see so many players all around him. That recon will be coming in. The scoreline 6-3 at the moment. First Action taking the lead.
It's interesting what side he's rocking. You saw that you got heat temperature sensor and all that.
Yeah, do you know what's really interesting? His stats at the moment. 0 kills, 0 deaths, no accuracy as he's not fired a bullet. However, thermal sight is showing. And he's gonna fall. Nothing so impressive just yet. But I'm sure he's got more in his arsenal to put.
But he was able to snap one kill.
Just mantled here. May have caught himself off guard. 9-5 is the scoreline. Make it 6 as we see Dipstick pick up one with that SMG. And now, just maneuver himself around the map. It's going to be Aqua. Finding one. Oh, he's going to find the kill. It's Exterior who's falls. And we see our first team to reach 10. And that says it's going to be First Action. Health has been recharged back up to 100% now. So go on board with someone a little bit more in the action. In fact, I'm just going to bring up that mini-map because it looks like there is some action on the other side of the map. Why am I bringing up the scoreboard? Don't need that. Got some good fights going down in Exterior. 2 kills, 2 deaths. Can he extend on that one? Finds one. Surely not. Finds the floor as Aqua puts a few bullets in his head. 12-8 is the scoreline, Renee.
It doesn't look as the same start as we saw from Porsche against SD Clan. Not right now, but they're still hanging in there. It's not over yet.
Definitely isn't. 7 minutes per game. That's one snipe that should have been made. It wasn't though, as Smiley does pick up Limited. Dipstick as well, using those SMGs. Very SMG based at the moment, as the game is now tied up 12-12. We've got a game on our hands here. 4 minutes 30 to go. Nearly halfway through the action at the moment.
It's really good to see if that sniper can actually have a big impact on this map. I mean, there are some good spots where you can see a lot of the map, but due to those different levels, there's nothing you could do. Yeah, well, at least that's what I think. So it'll be cool to see.
I do agree, definitely. See whether this sniper can come in. It's got obviously that time to zoom in. See the high sensitivity of Limited. Just backing off. Unsure whether to take that shot at the moment, putting himself in an advantageous position. Teammate is going to be a bit more aggressive. That's Aqua. What's Rabbit up to? He's got the SMG. 3 kills, 5 deaths. Not the best start. 9% accuracy. And no, aiming in. He's going to find the floor as Raccoon takes him down.
It's just lucky that this guy's not using that side in Germany right now. If there would have been a German map, heat sensor wouldn't bring you anything. Everything would have been red for today's temperatures over here.
It would indeed. Exterior, though, not finding any luck in finding anyone but his teammates. Has seen one, I think, there, just at a glimpse, maybe not. Just backing off. He does have the lead. 17-14 is the scoreline. 3 minutes to go. Someone must be able to get some action going. It looks like this is going to be even slower paced than the first one.
This looks totally different to what we saw with EMP on this map. EMP was just gathering on the lower level in those corridors, sitting there, picking up kills. That's what they did all day long. But when you have a look at the minimap, it was very chaotic right now.
Yeah.
People are running around, there's no structure on both sides. So I think Horch will get away with a win, because we know already that they can pick up kills even 1 by 1.
Yeah, and at this stage as well, it's 5 versus 4, bear in mind, so they do have that numerical advantage on their side as well. But Aqua just taking the high ground here, top of the rooftops, wielding both that SMG and that pistol. Unsure exactly what he's going to do. I'm not sure whether he's going to be dropped down. I'd advise not to, because you're going to be dropping into basically a pit of piranhas there that is going to be Horge. 2 minutes 24 though. This is such a low scoring game. I feel this is definitely going to go down to the time. Only 3 points in it. Here he goes. He's chosen the right hole. He finds himself getting away. No action just for him yet. Where are these players? What are they doing? It looks like Exterior is trying to hunt one down as Aqua does find Raccoon.
I think they should try to reorganize the whole team right now. They look disconnected from each other, which is the biggest issue in such a team mode.
Such a team mode indeed. 19 and 18, so close for an A. This is going to go down to the wire. Being that first semi-final, these are the teams that are matching up very well. First game, obviously, we saw was dominated by Hawk, and they do still have the lead here. Dipstick is a large factor in that with 8 kills, 4 deaths, and 13% accuracy. Good stuff from Dipstick. Impressed me quite a lot here. Has seen one there, but he didn't choose to shoot him. He actually went straight into the wall as Radel picks up one, and Aqua is going to be putting then that covering fire, though. Still leading is Hawk.
I mean, those accuracy numbers are pretty impressive in this match. What we saw on EU was like 7%, 6%, something around that. And now we got 10, 12, 40, okay, 4%, that's not much.
Yeah,
like,
I think it is definitely down to that kind of personal player and what they're using. You know, are they just going for that spray? Are they going for that accurate sniper like we saw before?
Yeah, Limited's not using the sniper anymore. Maybe he came to the same conclusion as we did, that this map
yeah, this
doesn't really fit into a sniper position, I'd say.
I completely agree. You know what? He's looking fantastic with his SMG in his hand as well. Picked up 2 of his 4 kills. That's doubling him in just half a second there as Ratel will pick up one. That's a headshot onto Raccoon. May find another. Oh my goodness, he's walking into a hellhole there as Ratel finds the floor as Dipstick takes him down. 26-25. 20 seconds left to go, Renee.
You know, they're now doing the same as EMP, just hugging into that corner down low.
Uh-oh.
Because it seems like First Action is still looking for the kills, but they can't find the
Oh
opponents.
no. Oh no, it's all going down. 28-27. 2 seconds left to go. 1 second left to go. It's going to end. It's going to be 28-27. And I think that was Hawk who took it. I'm going to have to double check. It was. Let's go back onto that scoreboard just for a second. Dipstick hits the double digits on 10 and 6. Other than that, that is all she wrote for map number 1. Let me exit both of those games, and you can join us back here at the casting desk. What a game we've seen there. And even though it went the whole way, it was breathtaking at the end.
Yeah, I mean, instead of that key moment, bringing in all the grenades, it was now down to individual kills.
Yeah, that corridor was crazy.
Yeah, but you saw them, like they went down. Just as MP, going down to the corridor, hugging into the corner, waiting for them. That's why nothing happened in the beginning.
Very true.
It was very chaotic on the first, let's say, 1.5 minutes that we had some kills. Then everything cooled down. Horch actually tried to gather the team, tried to control parts of the map, letting First Action come to them. That was actually leading to the first gap.
Yes.
But in the end, it was down to 1 kill, and they did a good job on that.
And I think First Action actually did very well, considering they had dropped that player. They were 4v5. You know, when they were going into things, you know, like that last gunfight, that last battle, they were going in with a numerical disadvantage. And at that stage, you can't help but feel that Hog, you know, should have won, and they did win, only just by a slither, by 1. And going into the next one, it's gonna be an interesting one to say the least. Who do you feel has this? Because for me, I would actually favour First Action if they had their full 5.
I think it depends on the next map, because First Action try to play very slow, just like Horch. We saw that on the first quarterfinal already, that it's not a fast-paced final this time, at least on the teams we saw so far. I think Horch is the better team, but it depends if they again take 2 minutes to actually figure out where to go on that map, where to actually control the map, then they will lose.
And the thing is about this, the good thing is, these guys haven't matched up in the quarters or the rounds beforehand. They're coming up against each other, and maybe it takes that first map to understand your opponent. We saw Hog in the last one. They won comfortably in the quarterfinals, but then they stomped them in map 2. Will they come into this map now talking to each other going, right, well, this is what they do. They have one sniper at the back. We need to charge him. We need to rush him. This is what, come up with a plan. And I think that's what Hog probably will do. And like you said, they seem to be working better as a team, but I would like to see First Action with their full 5.
I mean, First Action, if we now go over to a map where they could actually make use of that sniper, it might change us a lot. Because like we said already, that sniper gives the intel, that sniper gives the control about the map, like a whole area, when you got a really good guy sitting on that sniper rifle. So, depends on what we will see next.
Okay, well, I'm joining the lobby. It has been created, of course, switching host now. First Action will be the one to host this one. And of course, with the joys of having 2 iPads, just in case one does fail, which it hasn't just yet, we're going to be going into Vantage now. Renee, Vantage is a map which can benefit a sniper. I am not going on board with anyone until I see that sniper rifle get a kill. I mean, confirmed.
I'm still sure that my prediction is correct. If Horch is not able to find the right spot to actually fight First Action in the first 2 minutes, then they will lose this one.
Okay, well, they don't have long, only 7 minutes per round. Of course, team battle, it's first to 50, 7 minutes on the clock. You either reach that 50, or as you just saw, the time ticks down. And that's actually the first time a very low-scoring game mode. 27 to 26. We're only just halfway there.
I mean, we saw the clock running down in European games as well. Yeah. But then it was close to 50.
Very, very close. Yeah,
that's
like 40s, 45s. But yeah, that was a strange one to watch. I will be honest. It was very slow, traditional. FPS. You will get that kind of sit-back mental attitude, but sometimes it can bite you in the butt. And this time, it very well could do, but this best of 3 could end on this map.
I think we had that slow pace because Horch changed their game plan from just running around totally chaotic, facing them on every corner. They got back to the corridors waiting for them, try to create a new strat, while First Action, they didn't saw that coming. They were just running around like, hey, where are they? We need to get some kills. Where are they? They were sticking to the upper level. They didn't want to go down the corridors because they might know that they can't keep up with Horch as soon as it's like a small area where they need to cover, not to cover that much ground. Maybe that was the case. First Action was just looking for them to come out again, just be waiting for them.
This is why I like casting with this guy. He knows what he's talking about. It's like the science behind FPS tablet. I've come from an FPS background, but for yourself, obviously kind of jumping into this as well, what do you see, obviously, for the guys at home and tablet games? Is there any advice from what we've seen? And I wanted to ask this question as well for my benefit, is kind of taking tips from these guys, what we've seen, European now and North American. You played the game more than me, I would say. You're definitely better than me. I struggle. I mean, facts are facts. You're better than me. What would your tips be for the guys at home that are kind of maybe wanting to get into this? Obviously, they've got to download it. Yeah. It's free. Brilliant. What are your main tips?
I just think that they often forget in mobile gaming right now that the basics still apply. So if you create a team, first of all, work on your team communication. You will lose a lot of matches early on. That's normal. You'll get wrecked every time. But it doesn't matter. Just try to work on your communication. Try to gather them in Discord, TeamSpeak, whatever is out there. Just make sure that their team is on it. Try to create shot callers. Try to come up with strategies for each and every map. I just think since Modern Combat is, like, at least in competitive ESL, it's just a young game. they're missing those basics right now, that they should stick to it and try to learn from other games what it was just all about.
Okay, well, you've heard it from the expert himself, as I look up to. It's my idol in Modern Combat 5, not going to lie. However, let's go into the pros and see what they're doing here. We're on Vantage, and they do have this just a couple of seconds before the game, before it starts. And there we go, 7 minutes on the clock. And who is it I was watching? Where are you? Where are you? Limited, please tell me you got it. Tell me you got that sniper rifle. If you've not, I'm going to be very upset. Here we go. Yes.
Limited not surprising us with that sniper rifle.
Not surprisingly of where he's going as well. He's going to go for some...
He's going for the upper level now, heading onto that bridge or that gallery. It depends on where the fight now starts to actually take part.
Well, 5 kills have gone down, 3 for first action, and just 2 for Horde there. 1 shot, 1 miss at this moment in time for Limited, but we'll give him a second chance. We'll give him a little bit of love, see what he can do as he goes on the flank.
I have to admit, I can't actually think about playing sniper on Modern Combat 5. I'm just not fast enough on the pad for that.
He's disappointed me. He shot twice, he missed twice. Unfortunately, he does go down, see what he can do later on, but Dan's going to pick up another kill here. And Forge, as you can see there, are in the lead. If they do take this, they will take the semi-final. They will move on to that final, which of course will be a best of 5. But at the moment, just 1 point in it, 6-7. This man on your screen is Dan. He's rocking this assault rifle. He's already picked up 1.
And we can see that there are some weapons that you see on each and every team, and that Cock 5 is definitely one of those weapons you always want to have on your team.
Yeah.
Even if it's only a tier 6 weapon. There is a tier 7 on the sword, of course. But the rate of fire is not up to the level of the Cock 5, so players like to stick to that one.
I will just say First Action have taken the first action in this game. They're now 15-8, taking down their opponent in such fashion. Exterior is going to answer back with a nice double. Raccoon's going to fight back into this one with 3 kills back-to-back. They are not out of it just yet. Hog, they're not giving up. Rabbit so weak, 14% on that health. Can he be finished off? It doesn't look like it. The recharge is going to come in there as he gets all the way back up to 100. Not for long, though, as Dan and Smiley pick up 3. 15-8 is the scoreline, and with 4 minutes left on the clock, this is a lot quicker, Renee, than that previous game that we saw.
Yeah, it seems like they're not picking up the pace, at least a bit, but as I told you, Horde is still running around, just waiting or actually trying to find their own rhythm on this game.
Yeah, I do think that they are almost struggling. I'm just going to bring that minimap up just to show you that they're actually pinching around First Action. They're pushing them back. They now level it up. They now take the lead. Exterior is going to be the one to watch that and actually collect that 21st kill. 22nd one collected by Smiley as the headshot lands onto Ratel.
They just want to punish me for saying they're still running around waiting and searching for their rhythm. Which is fine. I mean, it's still 4 minutes into the game. If they now adapt to the playstyle that actually fits this map, they can still do it.
Well, this map being very different than the previous one, I will say. I have a lot of love for Vantage here on Modern Combat 5, and one player is going to be just underneath them, and it looks like Dan knows about it. 4 kills, 1 death. He survived for so long. I say that, I jinxed it. I'm sorry, Dan, as he finally falls. 23-23 is the scoreline. 4 minutes have already passed. Oh, 4 minutes coming up to being passed, sorry.
It was Dipstick more or less AFK, or even Brain AFK. You saw that one?
It did look like he was having a little bit of problems, maybe just having a little bit of a break, but 25-25 is the scoreline. We're halfway there. Ratel taking some damage. Looks like he's backing off with the squad. Sticking together. Rabbit picks up Dan. Exterior trays that out onto Aqua. ADS comes in for Ratel. Grenades as well. Oh, that could be bad timing. 2 go down either side. 29-28. What do we have here? Horde actually taking the lead. One of the first times in this game. I think they had it just before. Oh, and that's going to be another couple of kills left, right, and center. First Action take the lead back now, and that's going to be Ratel, but Raccoon is not having any of it. Recon aircraft has been deployed. This is looking to be a thriller here.
It's a really balanced matchup right now. It really surprises me. I thought Horde now got the hang on, because they got more games played already than First Action now, so they should be in the mood to play. They should be hot already.
Yeah, definitely. A little bit of a lead has been created from the boys on First Action. 38 to 34. 2 minutes 15 left on that clock. 6 points is going to be separating these two teams. Looks like the pre-fire is coming in here from Rabbit, and now they've got the high ground.
There's not much going on the outside, which is kind of surprising me, actually. I thought First Action will try to get that game on the outside.
Yeah.
To bring in their sniper.
First Action's done really well here, because what they have done is they've used that lead to basically force Forge to run at them and to push at them, and they're going in single file and they're losing every single gunfight known to man here. 36 to 44. 5 points is all the First Action needs to take the second map. Definitely seems to be favouring them this time round.
Yeah, Horch now down by 10, by 11 already, and now it's 12.
Yep, and there's
They're
got to be
just
one
like,
kill.
oh, can't do that.
They need 13 back-to-back, and 1 is only needed for the boys on First Action. They're going to level it up and push it to a map number 3. And I do want to see which players have really stood out here. Ratel, 12 and 6, great plays from him. Top fragger was Aqua on 14, but also contributed 12 of the deaths. All in all, a very good second map, and as we exit both games, we can prepare for that final map. It's going to be a best of 3. It is 1-1. I do not know who to pick. I really don't.
I would still stick with Horch, to be honest, because they were looking solid again. Of
I'm
course
going with First Action.
They didn't want to. I'm okay with that. But they're looking solid. They're looking confident.
Yeah.
They're playing their game. They just need to, have a bit of luck, maybe. Even that.
I think with First Action, with their 5th, they looked a lot more in control when they got the lead. When they were chasing that lead, when they were, even, they looked a little bit slower. But when they got the lead, they kind of went, right, guys, let's get to this certain place on the map. We'll set up and we'll make them come towards. And I think that's how you play team battle. That's how it should be played. So hopefully we'll get this last one up and running very shortly. Just going to try rejoining this lobby. Not sure who will be hosting this.
I mean, it was the first time actually we saw a change in rhythm of the play style and the pace in one match. I mean, like I said already, at first they played slow, and as soon as they got the upper hand, they were trying to push for it, trying to build that gap, build that lead, making sure that Horch is not coming back, not being able to gather their whole team to restructure their attack. I think that was a crucial point here.
Okay, well, looks like our teams are going to be setting this game up. We've got Dan and Exterior already ready to rock and roll. It's going to be Streets, which was a map which we both talked about a lot on the European side of things. We favoured it. We liked it. The layout was good.
I still need a navigation for it.
Yeah, I just think sometimes there's so many levels in so many different places, it can be very confusing to play. To watch is brilliant, but to play it's very, very hard to grasp sometimes, for me anyway.
And it's even hard to spot the players on the upper level, let's be honest, because you don't got them on a big street like we had on the last map. They're like small spots all the way around the map where someone could sit on the upper level waiting for you.
Well, that's it. That is literally exactly what you need to do, and sometimes taking that high ground is the important thing. But I think on Modern Combat 5, obviously sticking together is very underrated. A lot of teams will kind of just go out, they'll play their own game, they'll try to win their one-on-ones, but if you're sticking with a team player, if you win that one-on-one, brilliant. But if you don't, you've got a squad mate there, like me and you right now, okay? If I go down, you're there, you've got my back.
Of course.
Same goes for you, only I might also go down. But we have that
part of the deal.
Yeah, exactly. And I think together, we'd conquer the world, of course, but we can't. And yeah, I think trading is very, very key in this game. Being team deathmatch, team battle, it's all about making sure that you are with that team, but you're not too close, because obviously grenades, those double kills coming in, they're the ones that really, really push your team down.
I think that's still up to what we talked about already, about the tips to actually work on the communication of your team, because this is a mobile game, so let's assume people getting into it, they play it more casual first, so you play it at your sofa while watching TV. So you're not, if you play one of the other FPS games, the big ones on PC, the big ones on consoles, there are like a million players you know already in the game.
Yeah.
So you hook up with your friends, go online, concentrate on the game, not watching TV while doing it, and all that. So you're used to playing a team,
of course,
while on mobile games, players are used to play on their own normally, because they play while waiting for something.
You know, that's when you do your mobile game, and that's when I always started to get my games out on my mobile, was, when I, waiting for a train, waiting for something. So you pass the time almost. But now it's coming into a whole different level where esports is obviously growing and growing and growing. It's coming into the mobile device, so it is gonna be, you know, that serious esports, you know. And really, this is the first of its kind. And, you know, we're lucky enough to kind of go over this and see where it goes. But yeah, I'm excited to see where it can, you know, eventually go to.
Actually, they just need to copy. I mean, it's not nice to just copy things, but of course, to create a team, you can just copy all the big FPS games, all the MOBA games even. It doesn't matter. There are a lot of games where you can have a look at how to create teams, how to build them up, and that's very important for Modern Combat 5 now. They need to sort out their players. They need to know what are the advantages of each and every one of my players. I need to know, is he the best sniper? Is he a good roamer? Should he just stay in the back picking up kills because he got a good reaction to it and all that? So as soon as this happens in the Modern Combat 5 scene, as soon as they really create teams, we'll see totally different playstyles.
Well, it'll be good to see. Obviously, these guys face off every single month. We'll be bringing you those GO4 monthly finals. If you want to get involved, you can do. All the links will be on the social media. Make sure you go and follow at modern_combat. They will be tweeting out not only the stream, but also links available for you to get into it. However, Streets, team battle, it has begun. The players are ready. We're in the game. This is the final map between these two, and it is our semi-final number 1. Okay, so who are we rocking with? Let me just have a quick cycle through. Looks like Limited still has that sniper rifle. See what he can do this time. Limited, where are you going? Definitely choosing that high ground. I'll stay on board with you. I'll give you one more chance, Sunshine. If you don't perform, you will be an unhappy man. He can see a couple of them here, and he should be able to pick off one. He does. Dipstick falls. Aqua finds another. 3-1. These are 3 very early kills here in the first 25 seconds. Aqua and Ryo picking up another, extending their lead now for 3 kills. 5-3 as Limited finally falls.
It's getting looking a bit like the corridors we had on the previous map. So you can decide between being on the outside, really having a long range to shoot your enemies, or you stick to those small areas where you can easily cover the ground.
Okay, well, the fight is going to be taken outside, 11-7. 1 minute has passed and 18 kills are already on the board. This is going to be an exciting one. I can see the fast pace. That's a nice turn there from Smiley's. He takes down Ryo and Rachel answers back. But with 4 points in the lead at this moment, first action. Looking to take it. Ryo with a very elegant golden gun there. Does release the grenade. Not going to pick up anyone. In my own words, it looks like Aqua's grenade picked up one as Ryo finishes Dipstick off with this SMG so beautifully. 3 kills, 2 deaths. 7% accurate as it stands. Make that 3-3 as he finally falls. Still, they are in the lead. That's going to be first action. Should be the first team to hit 20 points. Only 1 point away right now, Renee.
It's a bit surprised the Forge is back once again by 3 points already. 2 points now. Well, now 3 again.
Now 2 again. 2 minutes have gone, and I tell you what, 42 kills being left. What should I say? That's been made. With 5 minutes left, this is definitely not going down to the clock. I see this going all the way, but who's going to be that team that reaches 50? You can see now on your screens, Smiley, 6 and 5. Not him. He falls 25-21. Good lead here being created by first action.
Forge need to be aware right now that they have to keep up to them. It's a crucial time already. Of course, they got 4.5 minutes. But if they let first action run away, it's over for them. Those teams are too equal to actually do that.
Limited, after a few shots, does finally pick up Smiley. Rachel falls as well as Aqua, but Raccoon is going to be the one that falls for the boys of Forge. 25-31. 19 points away from progressing to, of course, that final. That first team of doing Limited's just picking them off left, right, and center. Raccoon finally falls. It looked on my screen that he didn't hit, but of course, he did. And with 4 minutes left to go, this is going down to the very last moments.
First action is just pulling away strong, really. Like, Forge looks a bit out of position right now. They still, you can even see it on the mini-map. They're running around. They're not using those task forces with 2 players.
Yeah.
Team up and then go for it. No, they're just running around.
Okay, well, 3 kills back to back does put the boys of Horge back in the running here. Smiley adds to that as well. Are we going to see him add another? Yes, he is. Aqua falls. Raccoon also as well. Exterior impressed me in the first quarterfinal. He looked like definitely a hot contender coming into this. And so far, he has proven that. 38 to 36 now. To 37, 3 minutes left on the clock. Grenade kills coming in. Rabbit's going to pick up another. And now, as we switch over, it's going down to 8.6 points as a double kill comes in for Limited and Ratel. Now only 5. It's looking strong for first action here.
I'm not sure if they should still stick to that sniper right now. I mean, he got 6 kills, 5
He's just
deaths.
no-scoped him.
Yeah, but he's good, but his impact could have been bigger on another weapon maybe.
Maybe so, but at the moment he's just about to be finding himself in the first spot of that final. 47 and 43, you can see him just backing off there. Finds another exterior, falls 2 is all he needs, but down goes Limited. We can see here the push being made from Horge. 46 to 48, 47 to 49, 48, and no! I think that went in favor of first action. I will double check it did. Rabbit with the top frag there at 17 kills, 13 deaths. My goodness, that was a great comeback there for the boys in blue, but it wasn't good enough. Let's end that game and let's get back to our casting desk because that is our first semi-final done. I need a break after that.
I mean, we thought, okay, it's over. First action got that under control. Then Horch was picking up pace once again, getting back into the game, actually checking their positions, trying to find first action spots where they are hiding. It worked out for them. Then they were pretty close. I was like, okay, Horch might be able to grab that one. But first action, especially Limited. I mean, I said he could have a bigger impact because his accuracy is awesome.
Yeah.
I think you could with another weapon, you could have a way bigger impact.
I liked him with the sniper, picking him off. Pew.
Yeah, it's good because you only need 1 shot, but there are other maps where you can have more of an impact with that weapon due to intel. But on that map, there's nothing.
Yeah, I think that second map, Vantage, perfect for him. The first map, not so much. But in that third one, I think he was just positioning himself right. You know, he was going to that high ground. He was backing off when he needed to. And overall, he did perform. But I will say, as a team, both of those teams have impressed me a lot. It's sad to lose one in the semi-final. Let's hope the grand final is, you know, a good one. Of course, we need to go down to, you know, the next semi-final, see how that's going on. I'm not sure if we have any updates, but I think we should have some very soon. I'm not too sure. We'll have to check it out.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that we'll see the second semi-final as well. This time, instead of just in the U, we were jumping in late.
Okay.
This time, we'll start the second semi-final so that we can actually watch it.
Cool.
At least this is what should happen. But we were talking about Limited having an impact and all that, and you said, yeah, he was backing off when he needed to. But actually, he was backed up by his team. That was the difference to the other.
He was backing into his team.
Yeah, they were always covering him. There was someone in front of him actually telling him, hey, there's someone around the corner. Something could happen. So he was aware of his surroundings. And on the first map, and especially on the second map, he was lost.
It was difficult for him on that close quarters map, and I think he really kind of came into his own on the third one. I want to see that sniper rifle back for the grand final, so I will be hoping he does. You know, no promises. Of course, there are maps that do favour the other, but we will try and get an update for you into the semi-final number 2. I believe we may go into a quick break just beforehand.
No, I think those guys are ready already. I will just check it right now.
Okay, let me just see if we've got the passcodes to get into the lobby. And we'll be able to get this one underway. Obviously, the teams do need to be changed, as we will obviously do that. But for you guys that are watching, whether you're in North America, whether in Europe, let us know. Just pop in the chat, whether you're from EU or NA. It's always good to see where you're tuning in from. We are obviously based in Europe, Germany, actually. And the time currently stands at 1:45 in the morning. And it's taking its toll. This is going to be one long night. However, we're getting to see the best of the Modern Combat 5 from North America, and it's good to see. A couple of weeks ago, we saw all of Europe. This time, we're getting to see the North Americans in action. Okay.
Nope.
Just waiting on those passcodes. And
Yeah, we're just waiting for them to set up the lobby and actually give us everything else we need. Because of course we need to know the colors they're choosing, because otherwise we have that one issue we had last time that they actually changed, and then we had the wrong team names.
You make his life difficult. I have the easy job of sitting there and just talking, whereas poor Renee over here has to obviously change for it. But maybe it is ideal that we do go for a quick break, and we'll sort all this technical difficulties behind the scenes. Guys, 5 minutes. We will be back. However, it's gonna be our second semi-final of the North Americans. The winner of this will go on to place first action in that grand final. It was a best of 3. They went to all 3 maps. We will see another best of 3 in the semi-final. Of course, that final will be a best of 5. Renee, have you got any more things to add to that? I believe the next map is going to be Velocity versus 7. Is that correct?
Yeah, that should be correct.
Okay.
That's what I'm doing here right now.
Okay. Velocity versus 7 is the one coming up. Should be able to get it underway very, very shortly.
Yeah, we will just head into a short break to set everything up, and then we're back again for some more 1.5 action. So make sure to tune in. And of course, right in the chat, right on Twitter, we talked about that already. Socials, and we're in Twitch chat as well. I want to say Twitter chat, but Twitch chat as well. So we'll be back in some minutes. See you there. Live back from the ESL studios in Cologne. Still Modern Combat 5 North America monthly final with Phil and of course with me. Unfortunately, you have to live with that.
I'm okay with it. I am okay. I'm ready to rock. And I believe we're going to have to cut introductions a little short. The only reason is the game has started.
Oh.
We are into the game already.
Wow.
And you know
It was
what?
fast.
I have no problem with that because all it means is more Modern Combat 5. So the time ticks down. Game starts in 2 seconds. And let's get on board with it. To introduce the teams though, Renee, on the blue team, we have V7 up against, of course, SI. These are the two teams that we haven't seen as of yet, so we'll be sure to try and break them down, see what players they have and what they'll be using. But first 15 seconds stands and it's 0-0. I say that versus makes it 2-0.
Yeah, Velocity 7, I heard about them already, so they should have a strong team and they should have a strong lineup, especially for those corridors down here. So we'll see if they stick there, because I see that side once again, like that red dot and all that. It's a bit too much for that map, actually.
Well, Daredevil, he seems to be okay with it at the moment. He's running and gunning. He's got 0 kills as he hasn't shot a bullet just yet. I think he's just trying to look for someone at this moment in time. Will he find anyone? Let's go on board with someone else, as he's not finding them just yet. It's a very colourful and vibrant SMG we've got here. Lovely little bit of camo. It is 3-1. A minute has already passed, Renee, and only 4 kills have been made.
That's again a very slow-paced start.
I think it's the map as well. The map is a very slow-paced map, I believe. It's just the way that, obviously, the 3 levels does obviously take its toll on some of the players. 3-2 is the scoreline. Bit of pre-fire coming in, but not finding anyone just yet. Paranormal, OMG, all trying to find... Oh my, look at this.
It's again, I mean, we see that the red team, that C-Senior, does a way better job in grouping up, making sure that they got their backs and all that. I'm not sure if Velocity 7 is up to that.
We'll soon find out, as 2 minutes have already passed and only 5 kills now. And hello, this could be a little bit of a turn on. No, not going to happen, as Daredevil and George are there, take down Hyperion. And now the scoreline sits at 5-2 as the respawns do come in. Paranormal's going to be rocking this AR. He's just going to drop down onto that lower level, see what he can do.
It's another kill for Velocity 7. It looks like they're trying to have that individual face-to-face match each and every time. There's no crossfire yet, no big group up and all that, so might be a totally different playstyle to see.
Okay,
this match.
Versus I know for a fact he's got 4 of the 10 kills. Daredevil's going to add another to the tally as Charlie does fall, and Paranormal's the only one to answer back, but not for long, as now we start to see some action. It was a slow start, but not going to end that way. It's 13-6 in favour of the boys on V7. EMP strike has been deployed. Hyperion and Guerrero also versus added to the scoreboard there, as this lead just gets worse and worse for the bias of SI. My goodness, finish him off. Finally does versus there. 8 kills to 2. Bearing in mind they have 20 kills as a team, he's contributing so much of that. 40% in fact, as he finally does fall.
I mean, that lead definitely brings in some kill sprints right now, with boosters perks and that. Like, the helicopter and the turrets. That's something that will pay off on this map.
Okay, well 25-16, the scoreline now, 3 minutes 20 left on that clock, and as you can see here, Paranormal trying to add a few kills to his team. And that's going to be 1. Oh my goodness, finds out a little bit of a collateral damage there as he picks up 2. 3 back-to-back for the boys on on SI, should I say. That red team, of course. Paranormal now taking the high ground. Just going to find his teammate round here. Definitely working as a team, this this SI squad. Oh, that could be dangerous. Doesn't want to drop down there, and he knows that too.
There was still Velocity 7 is fighting in that corridors around that center spot he was just looking at.
Into the kill for Daredevil there. Recon drone has been activated and 31 kills has been breached for the boys on V7. 23 only for SI now, as this game is getting a little bit fast-paced. But will it go down to the kills or the time? I have a feeling that that time is going to come into play with only 2 minutes left. Map 1 looking strong for Velocity 7 here. See what else Hyperion's up to. He's rocking the SMG. 4 kills, 7 deaths. Not the best of starts to his series.
Look at Velocity 7's slowly building up that lead. They don't try to push for it right now, but that's what we saw from First Action.
Yeah.
The previous match, they were really pushing. As soon as they got a big of a lead, a big of a gap, they tried to push for it. But Velocity 7 is still staying back, just trying to grab those kills. Have an easy life.
Paranormal's going to find one down this corridor. The corridor of death, as it was on the previous game. And it doesn't look like he's getting any close. That 9-10 point gap is still remaining. The only problem being that V7 are only 11 points away from taking map number 1. I say 11, it's now 10. As the double kill comes in. Kills coming either side. Look at that kill feed. Stacking up there to each side. Recon aircraft has been deployed, and the boys on V7 only have 8 more kills to make.
I mean, they are able to have those 7 kills in the last seconds for sure.
Oh yeah, absolutely. We saw what happened last time. Those 7 is now 5 up on the rooftop. 45 seconds left to go, and 45 points are on the board here. As Revenge and Daredevil pick up 2. Hyperion and Guerrero do fall. Looking to answer back his Paranormal. He's not going to be able to get anything as Daredevil tags up another. Do you know what? I want to go on board with Daredevil and see exactly what he is doing. At the moment, is something very, very strong. It looks like he's already fallen. And now the game is short and only a 3-point lead here.
Problem again that we see, like, the last seconds will be the best in the game. Even if you got a big lead, you never know what happens till the end.
Goodness. You're absolutely right right now. He's 47 apiece here, 3 kills. He's all it takes. 48, 49, 1 kill for the boys on V7. Who's going to take it? Will SI push this all the way? It's going to be a double. Who was that? Who took that in the end? It was V7. And the scoreline at the end of that was 50 to 49. You don't get closer than that. That is incredible. 15 kills coming in from Daredevil. We saw him lighting up the kill feeder. Revenge, on the other hand, had 14. And that was the difference. Just 1 in the first of this best of 3. That was so clear-cut in favor of Velocity 7 for such a long time. 80, nearly 90% of the game. But I will say, for them, they let that slip. They nearly let that slip too far, and only 1 point is the difference in these two teams. I hope they don't make that mistake in game number 2.
I just think it was, again, up to them changing the rhythm. We had a slow-paced match that was really favoring Velocity 7. They took all the kills, they controlled the map, and as soon as C-Senior was pushing for it,
that's right,
they was losing control in the end.
Okay, well.
They got the match underway already.
I think I just didn't leave the game. I'm starting my own game, so...
You did. Okay, you need to play on your own right now.
Luckily, it's a quick exit, and I am on my own, so luckily no one is going to take me down. But we'll be right back, obviously, in the action very shortly. I'm going to try and join these guys up again. Of course, we will be switching host, and the guys will be getting ready as soon as possible. But for now, we do see, obviously... Velocity 7 impressing us. We haven't seen them yet in the quarters. We're seeing them for the first time in the semi-final. And not to forget, the winners of this go into that final against First Action.
I mean, this is the second semi-final, so we know already First Action will be part of the grand final.
Yeah.
They are definitely good, but I don't see any problem with any of those teams winning on this semi-final. I think both will be a good matchup against First Action, especially if they are able to change the rhythm like that. C-Senior did a good job. They didn't give up. They changed the rhythm, found a way actually to pressure.
Yeah, they did.
To pressure Velocity 7 on the map. So they might fit First Action pretty good.
Well, we'll see if they can even reach that far, as only map 1 has gone down. Of course, this semi-final is a best of 3. We could be seeing it end on the next map. I'm not sure what that map is. We'll obviously get that information for you as soon as possible. Just waiting for the guys to set up that lobby so I can just simply breeze on in and spectate some Modern Combat 5.
On Vantage, actually.
Vantage. Okay, of course, because it was the same as our other semi-final. See, that's where the smarts come in. That is this man right here, Renee behind this beautiful face is a very, very intelligent man as well. But Modern Combat 5 so far, we've seen Europeans and North Americans now. I'd love to see that these two teams battle it out. You know, the top of the Europeans versus the top of the North Americans, continent versus continent, if you like. That for me is gonna be, gonna be one to watch. Hopefully in the future we will get to see that.
Right now, I think individual player-wise, it's NA.
Okay.
But team play will be up to a European teams.
Okay. So you're almost split down the middle.
Yeah, I mean, we saw that gameplay. It's good.
Yeah.
But they do not interact as a team as EMP did, for example. EMP did a great job on showcasing their team skills. So I think the individual players in NA are up to the challenge, but the European teams, they know already how to really work as a team.
Well, we've seen enough of the Europeans to kind of get a bit of their play style. Still waiting on the host of this to set this up. I'll just double check that we are still using the same.
Oh, I can tell you. It's here. Look at it.
I can't see it from there. What I will do, which is simple because you can see it, is I'm going to simply pass you my child, almost. Take good care of it.
This time it's your pet. It's not mine.
Take good care of it. Don't drop it. Okay? But in the meantime,
you can have mine if that happens.
Vantage is going to be the map. Obviously, this is the outdoor. It's almost like the one with the furthest lines of sight. We will see sniper rifles come into play on this as well. And right, we've got the password. I believe it's the same.
Yeah, I got it. But it didn't work out.
Okay.
Not yet. There it is.
The brains.
No, I'm
Source
able to
everything.
do it. Yay. I'm allowed to click on the pad.
You can keep hold of it.
The whole night, I sit here and you got 2 pads on your side. I got none.
You just got all the important buttons.
Yeah, that's true.
Which could destroy.
I got a million buttons.
Destroy everything. You got the big red button. Let me join on this one as well. And we'll be underway very, very shortly. 5 players for V7, 4 for the other boys, which is SI. I keep forgetting that their actual name. I keep forgetting what it is.
Si, senor.
Si, senor. It sounds Spanish.
Yep. I mean, NA Cup is very international with having North American teams, but also Japanese teams. I think First Action is one of the Japanese teams, actually.
Oh, okay. That's interesting. Well, we've got one of them in. I'm just joining on the other pad just in case we do have disconnect, which we haven't yet. Touch wood. We will all be okay, and we are good to go. Waiting on these players to start it up. I'll give the go ahead, and we'll be under action very, very shortly. Vantage is coming up. Give me a team name, Renee. Who are you feeling? That was close, 50 to 49. I know who I've got in my mind.
If Velocity is playing it slowly once again, and C-Senior just pulling the same trick, changing the rhythm in the middle of the game or close to the end, then C-Senior.
I say V7 all the way.
Okay.
I don't know why. I have no idea why.
Just like the name because you can actually remember it.
Yeah, I like it. V7.
It.
Velocity 7. Sounds cool. I like it. But never mind the team names. Let's talk about these players. Let's get into this game and see exactly what they have to offer. Players just loading in as it goes. 3, 2, and 1. We're into it. We're going to be defaulted to Hyperion with the assault rifle he's going to be rocking. A tier 6 Mark 6. Let's see what he can do. First kill has already been made for V7. They will be the blue team, and sniper rifles are going to come into this one as well, Renee.
I mean, if V7 is able to build up the lead, that doesn't mean anything. We saw that. They had the lead, they created a gap, didn't work out. So, like I said, it depends on the rhythm they actually try to establish on this game.
Okay, well, a very slow rhythm at the start. 2 kills to 1 with 40 seconds already gone. Daredevil. He's playing a little bit slower here. Grenade kills coming in as well. Going to be the first for Guerra. 3-1 now for V7. Just to confirm, they did take map number 1. If they take this one, they'll be firing themselves into that second slot of the final, the monthly final here of actually July, believe it or not, even though we are in August. We're going to see a long-range gunfight. Headshots takes down Daredevil. And as we flick on board, it looks like George is actually in the action as well.
Still a slow start once again, but C-Senior is still on there. I mean, we saw of Velocity 7 pulling away around like 4 minutes of game time left.
Yeah.
So it's still fine. They're just trying to find out where to get those guys, where to get those kills in. Well, it seems like C-Senior is on a way better start than last time. They're not trying to catch up each and every time. They're actually part of the match. They dictate it as well.
Okay, well, first team to break those double digits is, of course, C-Senior. 11 and 10, make it 12 there, as both teams enter those double digits. 4 shots fired here, 13 and 10 is still the scoreline. Charlie, OMG, do both pick up a couple of kills either side as well. And now it is all going in C-Senior's favor. 16 to 10, a nice lead has been made here. Charlie and George added to it once more.
He was totally missing that one.
Free fire coming in there as well. He's going to add to the tally. That's Paranormal OMG as well. Popping up 7 points ahead. Make it 6 as Versus takes down Charlie.
Once again, you see all those red dots up there. C-Senior is trying to cover themselves from each and every corner right now in that building. They're trying to make sure if you get caught up, that there is someone else actually getting their revenge in. Nemesis kill.
Those trades that we always talk about that are so obviously important. Paranormal take down Versus. Versus has impressed me a lot actually this game. But George is the one on your screen who's got 6 kills, 4 deaths with an accuracy percentage of 7. Charlie's going to answer with the grenade. Guerrero goes down. Paranormal as well. 7 points is the lead now. Be very well seen at map 3.
I mean, it's not over yet. They still got 3.5 minutes. But I think Velocity 7 is a bit surprised about C-Senior having the lead right now.
Okay, well, 24 to 29, 5 points is all it takes. As Daredevil narrows that 5 to 4 to 3 for Daredevil. Daredevil, nice double kill back to back here. Whereas the one on your screen, grenades coming in, that should be him. Gone, toasted, no. Survives it somehow, but not for long as Guerrero makes his 4th kill there and actually ties things up a little closer. We've gone from 7-point lead to just 1. Could C-Senior be the team to lose it this time?
Once again, it was a bit later with reacting to them. But it looks like C-Senior is now grouping up as the whole team.
Yeah.
While Velocity 7 is still using task forces, like with 2 members of the team in there. Smaller groups roaming.
Yeah, they seem to be really kind of squadding up and just going full force at this one. That gap of 1 has been extended now to 3. As Daredevil shuts it down a little bit closer. Versus as well adds to his tally. 38 to 41. This is very, very close. First to 50, of course. OMG finds the grenade kill onto Versus. With 2 minutes, I think we are going to see that 50-point level reached. 8 kills, 6 deaths for revenge right now. Comes in. He's going to find one, but it's traded. Guerrero's also going to find another, but Hyperion, the trade's so important. 10 kills for... Should I say 9 kills? 8 kills for V7, 7 kills for V7. They're right back in it. The grenades are flying. The aircrafts are flying. The recon's been deployed, and now with 2 minutes left to go. This is going to come down to the wire. 43 to 45. OMG finds another. Hyperion adds to the tally, and this is getting ever so close, Renee.
Didn't expect that Velocity 7 was able to pick up all those kills without trade.
Oh my goodness, Georgia's just got a 3-piece. Guerrero's found another, and that's 4 down, only 1 point needed. Charlie's found a grenade kill, 49 to 48. With 1 minute 30 left on the clock, it's done, it's over, and I think C-Senior was the team to pick up that one. It was indeed, and there's your score lines. Ladies, George picking up 3 kills was so important towards the end. But actually, C-Senior answer back with a 50 to 48 win. These two teams, after 2 games, and still neck and neck. 50 to 49 is the first. 50 to 48 is the second. I think we deserve a 3rd map. I think we do. I think the only way we settle this is on that 3rd map, which I believe is Streaks.
Yeah, but it will be hard to actually tell who will win this.
Nobody knows. Just do what I do and just pick one.
Yeah, I mean, it was so sure that, of course, when they changed the rhythm, then C-Senior got the chance, but it never happened.
Yeah.
Because both teams actually tried a different way to approach this map. Was not expecting that. I was not expecting everyone to go all out right away.
I wasn't expecting that close finish. I saw kind of 6 points in the beginning, then it got close, then that kind of gap grew again to 6, 7 points, but I didn't expect that kind of final fight for these boys, and from these boys, should I say. But they gave it their all, and they lost out by just 2 kills. First map goes down to 1, second to 2. Will the third map prove it even closer? We'll have to wait and see. It's going to be streets. I'm hoping I can join this lobby ASAP.
Maybe we should need to flip a coin about that. Who's winning next? Just flip a coin.
You pick one, I'll just take the other. One of us is right. The others will have to just cry into each other's arms and
Like we usually do.
and take the L.
I don't know. I think I will stick to C Senior once again.
Okay, I'm going to stick to
So
V7. Just so we're different. I like to be different
that,
because
that would be
I
great
don't know-
final.
I don't know if you knew or you remember. You know the last grand final which we predicted, and
Yes.
oh yeah, you lost that one, I think. Yeah, is that right?
Yeah, that's
So
correct.
you're on 0 at the moment,
Yes.
and I'm on 1. Cause EMP, right? They don't.
But
let me down.
I just want that final because it'll have first action.
Yep.
C Senior. That will be awesome.
First action versus C Senor. I don't think we will. We're seeing V7 in there.
No, it will just be a cool sentence. First action. Someone is calling first action, and the answer is C Senior. Great.
I think Velocity are sat there at home now thinking, Renee, we're not going to let it slip this easy. We're not giving up just like that. But with only 1 map away, and we will obviously find out our winner, whether it will be C Senor or Velocity 7. Mine and Renee's predictions really mean absolutely nothing for you guys at home. But do get involved if you are watching back at home. Modern_combat on Twitter. Let us know in the Twitch chat who you're rooting for as well. And honestly, just have a go at the game. The best advice that I will say is to understand this game, get hands on with it, download it, have a go, play some Modern Combat 5, and just have some fun, really.
Get wrecked.
That's what I did. And I did have fun, but I also got very angry.
Yeah, I have to admit, my first multiplayer match was a mess. I was just jumping in there. I was like, okay, I should at least be able to grab 1 kill.
Didn't
No.
even
Didn't
grab
really
a
happen.
kill.
No.
I would say my first match, I grabbed, I think 3 kills. It was on this guy, G Runner.
Of
Do you run it?
course, yeah, of
Oh,
course.
was easy.
I'm not sure about that.
I will never play you again because I know you better than me now. I am retired as the 1v1 champion.
Yeah, you know that will show up in your stream next time, challenging you on another game.
Nope, not playing yet. Definitely not. We are waiting for the passwords, as I believe we are going back to the other host and we are changing it just once again. Hopefully it will not be too much longer, but as soon as we know it, we'll jump right into it. It definitely is on streets, right?
It is on streets, and Velocity 7 will host it. We'll just wait for the password, and then we're on it.
Hopefully they make the password nice and simple. I would put the
Like
password as
ESL.
I love Phil.
I love Phil.
and I love Renee.
That's simple. I mean, a lot of characters actually. I love Phil, and it's a lie.
You type it very regularly.
That's true. But that's because of our special relationship.
I like that. I like that a lot. Guys, if you are just waiting just like we are...
I predicted nearly the password. Sorry.
What was that, sorry?
Sorry, I nearly predicted the password. I was like, would be fun if it is ESL. It's not ESL.
All right, okay. Let me type
It's
that.
close.
And
I'm
I
a
will get
magician.
into this.
I know.
Okay, so the lobby has been set up, and I will join on both, just in case of any technical difficulties, which we haven't had. Touch wood.
Don't touch all that wood.
And we are joining. And I am on the spectate mode. We've got a full roster ready, I believe, a mixed one. It looks like of C Senor and V7. They're going to have to switch teams and get on that right.
They will just team
That's
up and
it.
mix it up. They were like, hey, we're equal anyway.
Well, I'll tell you what. Which player from both teams has impressed you the most?
I mean, that's really hard this time because, of course, Daredevil seems like the leading fragger for Velocity 7.
Yeah.
While, I mean, of course he is the leading fragger right now because they got smaller groups actually engaging into the fight. While C Senor spreading the kills all over the team because they were always grouped up. You
Right.
never knew if you will do the final blow or not. So
Okay,
I'm
well,
not sure. I think just C Senor, everyone can
For
be the
me-
key person right now.
I really like George, and I think it was that 3-piece at the end just kind of drew me towards him. He's not had the best stats throughout the series so far, but I definitely think that he's warmed up. He's feeling himself here. He's going into map 3 and ending like he did. I think he's going to come into this one with a bit of fire, and he very well could take it for his team.
Or overconfidence, who knows?
You never know. I think
But there's someone in the chat actually wanting to 1v1 someone. That could be your chance.
Sorry, I'm working. I am a retired 1v1 champion. I've told you this. I refuse to play 1v1s.
He played like 2 minutes, killed me 3 times while I was AFK, and since then he's retired.
Winner. It's me. Where's my trophy? That's what I'm waiting for.
Remember, you did that EMP thing?
E.
Yeah.
M.
Yeah, last time we thought
P.
about the P as well. So what do you do today if
We have to see who wins.
C Senior wins or Velocity 7?
You
I
gotta
mean,
wait and see.
V7 doesn't work.
It does. Because you got the V, and then you got 7.
Oh, no. Oh yeah, got me on that one.
So you again, this you've lost again. When will you admit defeat?
Never give up.
Well, I think you should. The
What
teams
if
are
I
changing
say
now.
I will never surrender?
No,
Okay.
you will give that up right now because it's Modern Combat 5. It's not Renee singing time, even though it is.
You were the one singing coming into the office today.
Even though I'm very happy coming into the office at 2:30 in the morning. Enjoy it.
Approved by Phil.
Okay, so we've got all 10 players in the lobby now, and they're just ready to swap sides and change teams. We are on the spectating side of things, and we'll soon have the game underway for you. It's going to be Streets Team Battle, first to 50, 1 kill, 1 point. It's simple, it's easy. That is all I have to say about the matter. That's Modern Combat 5.
You always say it's easy, and then you try it out and find out it's not easy at all.
It's easy to just kind of see, oh, he got a kill, he gets a point. He gets 50 kills, they get 50 points, they win. But when you try and get a kill yourself, that's when the testing times do come in. I think both teams want the blue side. I don't know what they are doing.
That does not work. They can't all have blue.
V7 are blue, right?
V7 is blue, correct.
Okay, 5 versus 5. Let's go, go, go. They know their side. The game is starting, and we're going to have OMG, Lag, Charlie, Revenge, and Paranormal up against George, Daredevil, Guerrero, Versus, and Leo. I want to see a bit more of Leo because, to be honest, I've not really seen him do much. The game is underway. Team Battle Streets. Let's get into it, Renee. 1-1. Everything is decided on this. The last semi-final before we go into that grand final. Shout out to Accurate. I love you. You know who you are. You're still awake. Go to bed.
Yeah, it's true. I mean, it's 2:30 in Germany already.
Crazy guy. Crazy guy. I'm his biggest fan, you know.
You are his biggest fan.
Yeah, I'm his biggest fan, 100%. He has no fan that is like me. But
Pretty sure you got no fan that's like him.
no, well, no, I don't think I have any fans. I have no fans, except the one that is air conditioned in this room right now. 7 minutes on the clock and no kills have been made in the first 15 seconds, but I like this Revenge. Is this a shotgun I see?
It's cool to see another weapon coming into the play right now.
Okay, so C-Senor bringing some different weapons. Got assault rifle. Oh, hello. What's he doing? Throwing a grenade. Like it. Grenade's obviously very powerful on Modern Combat 5. You're going to utilize them very much so. And a flank is going to be coming in. This is going to be coming in from Lag. 2 kills back to back. 3-0. C-Senor yet to score. 4-0. We'll point out we have dropped one of the players. 4v7. Looks like he'll have to reconnect shortly. Blank is going to work at this time as Versus picks up 1. But no, 3 kills back to back, ties this game up very nicely. 5-5. Leo still rocking the SMG here. Nice double kill from OMG there. Charlie's going to add to the tally as well. And now we take the lead. It was 4-1. It's now 5-10. Oh my goodness.
On my team, actually, Season will pull away at the beginning, and we know it doesn't matter in the end.
It's a good start for them, but 2 go down as you say that, you're jinxing them already. OMG with the grenade kill will answer back though. George, the man that I wanted to watch, is not yet even on the scoreboard as he's 0-2. However, this man, the man that is named Charlie, is 5 kills to 1 death. Accuracy 11%. He's shot 100 fires, 100 shots, should I say. Believe it or not, that means he's actually hit 11 of them. Mathematics minus there from myself.
Dude, now, 121 shots fired, 10% accuracy, tell me.
12.1. Is this how it's going to end? I will keep this up all day. 106 shots fired for Versus. That means 10.6 have landed. As he finally does fall. Daredevil. Yeah, too much maths will hurt the brain. But a simple one is knowing that 23 is above 15, and that is for the boys of C Senor. They're in the lead at this given time, but that is not to say that V7 or Velocity are going to be going out anytime soon. Revenge with a shotgun blast down Daredevil there as Versus also falls. Nice lead here, developing for the boys of C Senor.
I'm not sure if Gettery in that small corridor right now is the best option for C Senor. With the full team staying in there, that leaves a lot of room for grenade gameplay.
Yeah, I think that what they are doing is just sticking together, and when trades happen, they're bringing the fight inside so they can just trade it out. So yes, they make 2 kills, but also 2 of their players will fall. That doesn't matter for them. Reason being, they're already 10 points in the lead. Guerrero is going to find 1 more. 3 minutes left on the clock. This is looking fast-paced. Charlie, get in the action, my son. You're 8-1. You're the star player. I like what he's doing. He's taking that high ground. You know what? Charlie's playing phenomenally here. 9-1. He is unstoppable. Quite ironically, as he does get stopped by George. 4-36 though. This team.
I haven't seen that much of David right now. It's surprising how they try to change the ground we're fighting on each and every time right now. Like now it's the upper level, then we go back to the corridors for that, on the spawn points. But I thought Velocity 7 will actually try to have them at the same spot over and over again.
Yeah, they don't seem to be having that problem. You know what? They're only 9 points away from taking this and progressing to that grand final. 2 minutes and 5 minutes left on the clock, and oh my goodness, it's just going from bad to worse for the boys. 10-point lead here as we are going into the end. This has gone so quickly. It seems to have passed so fast. 45 to 35. Can they do the unthinkable? It doesn't look likely. Plays going left, right, and center. Daredevil just picks up 3 with a grenade. Versus picks up 2 with a grenade. I say, is this possible? It most definitely is. For Revenge, puts it to 48 to 41. Recon aircraft is deployed, and now C Senor, they have one job to do, and it is just to finish this. This cannot, you can't come back from this, surely. 49, 1 kill is all it takes. There we go. C Senor is going to the final.
So got my favorite in there. That's good.
Scoreboards are up on your screen now, and I just want to reflect on those 14 to 6. Charlie, definitely the man of the series. Let's exit from both of those. We can get out. Do it at the same time because I'm smart like that. And we will be going into this grand final very shortly. We do have our 2 teams. C Senor there looking very strong, and actually finishing very strong. And I think could very well take this. They looked good in both the quarters and the semis. You know, progressing through quite easily into the semis and then taking that semi. But going into the final, this is going to be a tougher game.
It depends on if First Action brings in that sniper once again, because that sniper gives you the chance to actually deploy a drone like 1 to 2 times a minute to let the whole team show up on the map for you. So if they really use that and then take an advantage out of their knowledge about the team positioning and all that, then First Action might got a bit of an advantage heading into the final due to C Senor only playing like the regular stuff.
Yeah.
They're not really using it.
I see. Well, I think I definitely need a break after that. My voice is taking its toll, especially at this time of the morning at 2:40 a.m. However, dedication is the key. Obviously, these North American guys are putting everything into this game. After the break, it's going to be First Action versus Si Senor.
The final is on, finally. First action against C Senior. We saw both semifinals already.
Yes.
We saw both teams now. So what do you expect from the final?
I expect 5 maps. That's all I expect because these guys have been battling out all day and for us all night. So first action, I think, you know, there's definitely some flaws within their defense, but I think they're very good on the aggressive. I think they, you know, they're a team that could definitely come back from, you know, being in a deficit. But I just see this going all the way. I see this being like 45 to 50 games, you know, close games. I don't see any team like just storming it, if that makes sense.
So who's your favorite then? Who do you reckon?
I'm gonna go with. I really don't know. Si, senor.
Oh, you know, it's such an over. Because they
Who
got
did
the
you want?
momentum. They got the momentum. That's it.
Well, they've
momentum.
not lost. Neither has lost. So
Yeah, I'll
they
I'll
both
just
have
stick
momentum.
to first action then, since they got the sniper and they're from Japan. And whoever knows me out there knows that I nearly owned all those JDM cars imported from Japan. So I try
Okay.
to support Japan
Wow.
right now.
Okay,
So
I'll go with
that's
these
fine for me.
Si senors. I'm a big fan of Charlie, purely because what he did after the last game was incredible. But honestly, I wouldn't hold it against either team. These are both really good players. Both really good teams, should I say, which
As
have
soon as
very
they
good players.
all joined, that's it.
Yeah, they were in the lobby, and we were ready to go, and everyone just left. So I think they're just rejoining, reconnecting, and here we go. So Charlie's just getting ready, as well as like Hyperion and Revenge. That's going to be for C Senor. On the side of first, we have Limited, Rabbit, Lipton, and Ratel. I think they're just waiting on one player. I can't actually remember his the fifth's name though. Doesn't jump out at me.
I don't know. Oh dear. Phil.
Yep.
What are you doing?
I'm waiting. I'm waiting for first to get the fifth play in.
Well, they got 4-4. That's fine. as well.
4-4. Yep. Start it up. Let's go.
Go for it. It's like, we just changed the rules right now. Since we waited that long, we'll just tell them.
I think one of the
full
players
plays are
is
okay.
chatting to me.
Hmm?
One of the players. Oh, Charlie says he loves me. I think it's because I just said that I love him. Just told him I loved him. I haven't really. I've told him to hurry up because it's 5v4 at the moment. First, are waiting on that last player to join as soon as we have him. Then we will, of course, get this game underway. Here we go. It was Ryo. Why couldn't I remember him? Because he hasn't made an impact. I'm joking, Ryo. You've been awesome all tournament long. You're here in the grand final, 5v5. I believe we're good to go. And
Yep.
we're going to be starting on streets. It's where we ended in the semi-final. Now we're starting it in the grand final. Where we left off.
A great map to start the grand final. At least that's what I think. I love the map. I love the action on the street.
Okay. I'm a big fan of streets. I like the verticalities, the different levels that we get. I like the location where it's kind of like a corridor, but all the SMGs can kind of see through walls of each other, and it's just like one big kind of hectic mess, but all at the same time. But it's good. We will guide you through it, both myself and Renee, also known as G Runner. I like to call him Grunner. He doesn't like it. He doesn't. So if you want to let him know,
it's not nice because I can't make anything out of your nickname. It's just Momo.
what are you gonna do? Call me Moo Moo.
Yeah, that's just nothing.
I also
could
like
do.
that as well.
Yeah, that's the problem. I know that.
So go and let Grunner know at ESL_Grunner
it's
on Twitter.
Girona. Girona. But I can tell you, I can give you an update. Horge is actually on third place since Velocity 7 forfeited the game.
Ah, okay. No problemo. So we do have our third place. And
Chatting about weapons.
yeah,
They're trying to align into each other or what?
I just said please start. I am trying to
Hey
get
guys,
these
what do you
guys.
think about my weapon? I don't know with what I should kill you. Could you give me some advice on it?
You can't kill me. I am unkillable. I am the Modern Combat 5 professional player. That is Momo. And I'm going to take all of these guys on. But we've got Charlie. He's saying, G-Runner, are we clear? Go. I'm just going to put go.
Yep, just use
Do you know what
my
I
name.
was? I was
That's fine.
chatting to absolutely everyone and not this lobby. So I've kind of choked again. My mistake. The game is underway. Team Battle Streets. Let's roll this. Let's do this. I'm ready, Grunner.
It's still Girona. No matter how often you say that, it's still Girona.
I will stop. I will stop. I'll just call you Renee because you know we're on first name basis. That's how far into our relationship we are.
And normally I just call you baby, so I don't know.
Okay, that wasn't meant for stream. However, the game is going. 7 minutes on the clock. Best of 5 is coming at you first. Also known as 1A on the blue team. On the red team is Si Senor.
It's limited once again, bringing us the sniper rifle.
Yeah, he's on the flank at the moment. He's just checking it out, doing a bit of mantling, getting on this box. I'm not sure what that's going to do, and we've got a set grenade coming over. Is he going to pick that up? Anyone with that? Doesn't look like it, but I like his style. Charlie's already sniped one, so we've got a sniper on either team. We're going to see... Oh, big bang! Dead. Down goes OMG. And that'll be his reaction to that death.
Just peeking through that. That was awesome. Really good.
Thanks, buddy. Now it's your turn.
Yeah. And now you know, pilot plays
Well, OMG has just answered back with a nice double kill of his own there, coming from the Granada. He also has a nice little pumpkin hanging from the end of his gun there. Looks a little bit like you, actually, Renee. Just kidding. And the ginger one.
Really?
Okay, well, Hyperion. It seems to me a very slow game, and this is the reason why. The boys on Si Senor are sat in their base. They are not moving, and they are letting the fight come to them. This could be the full 5 minutes. This could be the full 7 minutes, should I say. Boy, am I excited to get this one underway. What are you doing? You're in my way, Hyperion says.
I'm not sure if that's a good idea, actually.
Oh, I've gone into a static cam. That's not what I wanted.
Having limited on the other team.
Here we go. Look what I'm doing here, Renee. Just checking out where all the boys are. They're all in their spawn.
Just love your pet.
See?
Mobile gaming is exactly what you should do.
This is their setup. This is called the triple setup of Si Senor. They're all just sat back in their base at the moment, and no one is coming through. Do you like my camera work there?
Yes.
I was thinking of giving up my casting career to be a professional Modern Combat 5 cameraman.
Could become observer.
Yeah, I like it. 9-5 is the score. Make it 6s. Rattel answers back. Tag, or should I say, Lag picks up one OMG as well as Lag makes it another. And 12-6 is the score. It's the recon aircraft. It's deployed.
Not sure yet if that was first action was aiming for it. I mean, that slow of start. So they didn't know that Si Senor will just get her up at that spawn point waiting for them. And they thought, okay, we'll just raid them, go in there, kill everyone. Didn't work.
It didn't work at all. You're absolutely right there, Renee. And it is now 4v5. I believe one of the players has fell from first action. 11-4 is the scoreline. What can these boys do now to bring it back? Si Senor are playing a very defensive game. Every time they spawn, they're basically just sat and waiting. Hyperion's going to pick up a nice 2-piece there with the assault rifle here. Looking very dazzling in his white, blue, and red. Buddying up with his teammate. I like this. Sticking together.
I think they will change the pace once again during this 3 minutes now.
Yeah, I hope all 5 maps aren't like the same style of play anyway. Very defensive.
Get me limited on screen, please.
Where are you? There you go.
2 kills, 6 deaths. You see, it's not paying off right now. I mean, of course it pays off due to that perk he brings into for his team.
Yeah.
But I'm not sure about the impact on the game, because his accuracy is not that bad. Oh, he's missing that one! Oh, you saw that? He's just missing the kill.
Fortunately for him, did see that one. 20-30 is the scoreline, 3 minutes left on the clock. Of map number 1 of this best of 5, of course. Potentially we'll see 3, 4 or even 5 maps. The North American GO4 finalists in Modern Combat 5 July. Yes, we are in August, but we're completing this for the boys, which competed all 3 of the weeks of July to get to this point. Oh, that's a nice wallbang there from Ratel. Limited as well, picking up another sniper kill. Oh no, that's his teammate. I got a little bit excited there.
What a surprise. Their reaction was like, oh, where's the problem?
I was like, where's the no-scope? Where's it coming in? Oh, picks up one.
Oh.
Picks up the second. Limited. He's lighting up here with his sniper rifle. He's actually going to tie things up at 22 to 22.
It was really a great play. He was so fast, stepping in and out. Getting those kills.
Very flashy as well.
I mean, you love that style of play.
Yeah, it's a little more entertaining than a classy sniper. Here he is once again. I think he spotted one there. He's seen the gun. There he is. Once again, taking down Revenge. Now puts his team in the lead, 32 to 28. 1 minute 25 left on the clock. Not long left. One player is on the flank. He's going to find him. Oh, pistol kill. See you later, Revenge. Limited finds that kill. Rabbit and another find the 36th. Make it 37 here as the lead is getting bigger.
No, I want to play sniper in that game as well.
See,
Just my hero right
it's
now.
infectious. With 1 minute left on the clock, he hasn't got long. Revenge makes it a 5-point game. Ratel extends that and Rabbit secures it. It's not going down without a fight. 40 points have been broken from the boys' first action. My team of Si Senor, they are down. They're certainly not out, but it's 45 to 37. It's not looking good for them. And that's a nice little cute reticle he's got there on that assault rifle.
It's a close finish once again, even if it's not that close as the semi-finals. But it just shows what the final will bring us.
Bit of pistol action there as it ties things at 48 and 42. But with 10 seconds left, this is surely only ending one way. And there we go. First action taken. The first action. And map 1 is going to be all about them. It was Ratel who actually took both of those. Let's exit those games. Let's bring it back on into our casting area. And we can kind of just break that down a little bit. See what, see what we saw. And bring a bit of insight as the boys do load up the next map. And for me, Sniper was huge. Sniper was huge. I loved it. And for me, I am a big fan. Big fan of Limited. And I don't say that about everyone. Only EMP. I think Limited should join EMP.
Don't say that. They'll create a team dominating everyone then.
Gonna split them down the middle.
Of course, Sniper had an impact on that game.
Yeah.
But once again, a guy like Limited, if he is that fast with another weapon, like with the Cock 5, you saw him like scoping in and out, reacting to what happened, taking 2 guys down after each other. If he got on an assault rifle and was able to do the same, I think he could have a bigger impact because he can play a bit faster in case a faster play style fits him.
Yeah, there is obviously the possibility that maybe he could be more helpful with assault rifle, but he may just not be a great assault rifle player.
Of course, yeah.
He may be that kind of special sniper player that you need on your team, that you want on your team. Obviously, does
you
bring
were the
other
one
benefits.
telling me that Sniper was totally useless on the monthly final for Europe.
I was totally useless with the Sniper. These guys, they're pretty good. I'll admit that. And, I'll hand it to them. But we'll try and get map number 2. Okay, so just waiting on that for the password. We'll get it set up ASAP.
Yeah, just look for the same password, yeah. Good job. Good job, Phil.
Thanks,
I
buddy.
need to see that. Good job.
Thank you.
Great. So sometimes we need to do that.
I'd love to be able to say the same. I'm only kidding, Renee. You are doing a great job. Even though you have given me the password, it doesn't seem to be working. I tell you what, these North American players have set up the lobby, but for some reason I cannot connect. Hopefully,
maybe it's not set up yet. I don't know. Just
I'll
read
be
about the
patient.
password.
Patience is the key.
Sometimes it is. That's true. But sometimes it's not. We saw that already. Slow play
This guy
style,
knows, yeah.
and then shading up to fast pace game gives you their win. Get that W.
So, first action, take map 1.
Actually sitting on my cable. What I'm doing.
So first action, take map 1. I'm gonna say that I'm gonna stick with C Senor as I chose them, and you know, I don't go back on my word.
You can't.
But I feel like
There will be winning team joining.
I feel like first action are the better team.
You might lose finally, and then we'll even 1-1. If first action grabs the win on this monthly final.
Well, it's a best of 5, not a best of 3 this time. So we will definitely see 3 maps minimum. We've seen 1 already. And the boys are joining up. Revenge, Charlie, Rabbit, Limited, and Lipton already in the game. Ratel, should I say, has joined us. And we're going on to Rooftop. So Limited is... That sniper,
Limited.
Yeah. That
That's
sniper's
it.
not going to be useful, I don't think, on this map. We saw him use it last time.
But you switched later on.
And he
That was the
wasn't,
important
yeah,
part.
he wasn't great with it. So I hope that he starts with an SMG or an assault rifle.
I think that's the better option. He can still have an impact even if he's not a specialist on assault. He can just give his team intel. Of course, they now know already what happened last time on Rooftop. They saw all the other matches as well, so we might see different strategies for that.
Yeah. Okay. Looks like we've got our fan favorite. I'm a fan favorite of EMP Accurate is in the chat. Oh, he said the game sound is too loud compared to the mic, so we will alter that for you.
I did already.
Oh.
He said better now.
Oh, he did say better now.
Oh, Phil.
I'm just behind you.
Yep. Like all your years at the school.
I'm sorry. You just. I mean, you're older and wiser, you know. There's grey hairs
I'm
showing
still
through.
looking fantastic and young.
Yeah, of course. I mean, I shave my beard and I'm young again. I'm like 12 again.
Oh, that could work. That's true.
It is.
You're right.
I look like a baby. However, where is the 5th player from first action? I believe one of the players actually dropped during the first game, so I hope it's not a technical problem with him. Hope he can get back in.
I want to see that match. I want to see if Limited is taking sniper once again, choosing that sniper
If he
rifle
does,
on Rooftops.
then I will not be happy.
Yeah, but imagine him dominating with that.
Nope, not going to happen on Rooftops. Not going to
Let's see.
happen.
Wait, I think everything could happen on Modern Combat 5 because it's still a young game in esports.
Very true.
We don't know which is the best class. Of course, they all think they know which is the best class, but let's be honest, we're not at that point yet
Yeah.
where everything is sorted out.
Okay. One player is to join, that is OMG, and he finally does. He's the 10th player in the lobby. And I'm going to give the go-ahead to start the game. Go. I like this because I have the power. And the game is going to be started. Let's hop into it, Renee. Team battle.
I love that map, Rooftop. Just look at the overview.
Crazy. Very close quarters, something you wouldn't really think a sniper would prevail in. Where are you, Limited? Yep, you're using it.
Told you.
I'm giving him a chance. He's got the thermal sight on as well.
I think he's once again using it for intel, bringing up that drone.
GG.
That was fast. That was actually fast.
That's a pre-nade. That's what you call practice. And oh, hello. C Senor definitely come to play here. Hyperion recharged into that 140 health. He's going to be using that assault rifle, which is
But he's on his own right now. Just look at him. There's no one else covering him.
he's going to run into a teammate here. Going to be backed up. Oh, where is that teammate? Yes, it is a teammate. I was wondering why he was shooting in there. Revenge picking up that kill on Limited. Limited falling for the 2nd time in this game already. Go. 15 kills nearly put on the board, and there we go. 2 for Ratel. First. 609 at the moment.
I mean, if C Senor sticks to that corridor floor that's down there, like EMP did, and first action is not able to grab that spot, go in there, exchange it, and secure the spot,
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that C Senior could easily win this. But therefore, they need to defend this spot.
They do. They need to hold back and they need to lock things down here. However, such a close game. 11-10 is the current scoreline. 5 minutes and 25 seconds. You can see here 3 kills for Hyperion already. 12% accuracy. Shots fired 54. 11-11. Very, very close here. Let's go over to someone else, see what they're up to. Just like Lag, he's getting into it. Limited still got that sniper rifle out and he's just picked off one as well. Rabbit. Oh, I like this. The thermal scope. Pre-aiming down. Oh, we just saw one. Not going to be good enough. You can see there. Limited. Did he just grenade himself? I think he just committed suicide.
I mean, that thermal scope is useful on this map since it's so crowded, actually. You can spawn a lot of players with it.
Oh, he's doing that thing again where it's gone black. Hopefully it lets us... I'm going to go to a static camp whilst that is hopefully sorting itself out. Let's see if there's anything going down here. Go back on board of the player. There you go. Sorted. No problem. They call me the Observer.
Yeah, best IT guy in the house.
Oh, yeah.
Right now.
100%. You got a problem? Ask me. 24-20. First action. Taking the lead for the first time in the game with 4 minutes left. I can see grenades being popping off. Limited still using that sniper rifle. Boom! Grenade! Doesn't pick up the kill there, but I think it has been traded by a teammate. Not sure who that player is, just stood there in green. What is that? I am not sure. It's like a bit of a clone. 27-22 though. 28 made that first action. Looking good, looking positive. Can they close it? Can they get another map under their belt? Could we see a 3-0 here?
We know it would be a shame. We had a good final with EMP back then in the European final. So
I'd hate this to end any other way than a 5-map series, like a real nail biter.
yeah, that would be awesome. I mean, I don't got any nails left from the European final already. Well, I'm okay with that.
34-27 is the scoreline. First. He's taking first right now is Linton. 2 grenade kills there coming in. Very nice play from him. Charlie, you impressed me so much throughout the qualifiers. Unfortunately, he will fall. 10-point lead here for first action. It's looking good for map number 2. 40-29. Recon aircraft being deployed. And there you go. Not for much longer, says Lag. I hope that's his name. I don't know if that's an I, an L, or a, I don't know.
Could be everything. Even could be TAC, but that would be weird.
Revenge finds one. That gap still 10 points. Limited. He just knifed somebody. Brutal. Lipson's running around with that assault rifle pistol combo. Limited is 10 and 9, 40% accuracy. Make that 10 and 10. And I believe we've only got 4 players on first action once again.
Which is a shame right now. They need 7 kills actually to finish up the second map. If they're not able to close this match soon, C Senior will catch up for sure. And then it will be a hard battle for the end, like for the last 30 seconds again.
Okay, well Lipton seems to be doing the job there, taking down Revenge. It also looks like OMG is not having the easiest of time here. Hyperion, Rabbit and Revenge all finding that kill feed, and now the score is 46-38 as we see kills coming in and trading left, right and center. 3 points away from taking the victory to taking map number 2 here and going into a best of 5, 2-0 up is very, very good for the boys. 49-38 as the double kill comes back to back. Recon aircraft has been deployed, and surely this is a good night. And there we go. We have our second map winner. It's going to be first once again. I need to see Ratel, 18 and 8. My goodness, what an absolute beast.
Just like you, huh?
Yeah, just like me. To be honest, I could have filled in. They wouldn't have even noticed. 2-0 though.
You could fill in.
I like what you did there. I like what, in fact, I like what I did there, but unintentionally. And I like the way you picked up on it. But
are you actually owning a Philharmony?
Stop.
Sorry.
Stop now.
Yep.
It's too much.
Are you philanthrope? Forget about it.
Stop. No. Just stop.
I did already.
First are currently 2-0 up. They're about to take first in this tournament. What do they need to do? What does C Senor need to do, should I say, to really get back into this one?
I mean, they did a good job with trying to hold on to that corridor down there.
Yeah.
It now seems like in the individual player heads up, they're not up to first action right now. This could change again on another map, we know that. But with Limited being on fire right now, he could control each map, because Rooftop was not the best map for his sniper rifle. So if we go onto maps like Streets or Vantage or anything else,
Yeah.
He will have an even bigger impact on the
What
game
if we go onto construction site?
as well. I know construction site is next, but
Okay.
I'm pretty sure that he can have a bigger impact than on Rooftop, also given all that vital intel.
Yeah.
So I don't see as coming back as long as they're not able to adapt to a completely different playstyle now. Because if they want to pick up Limited, they need to actually break through that line of first action right now, which
Okay.
is hard for them. Because as long as they got all those grenades, it won't happen. And it won't happen if they stick to all those small corridors. Of course, construction side is way more open.
Indeed.
So they have a chance. If they find a way through with like 2 or 3 guys, get on the back, picking off Limited, and then just trying to wreck them, that could work. It's hard. It's of course a hard task.
Well, C Senor was the team I picked, I believe. Currently 2-0 down in this best of 5. Definitely not out just yet. But they're not in a position really, you know, to be bragging. You know, they're 2-0 down. They've got a lot of work to do. First, they, for me, have been definitely the standout team. Raytel in that last one, 18 kills, 9 deaths, I think it was. Phenomenal play, individual play. And, of course, what we did at the end of the European side, I think, is we picked an MVP. I think it's definitely the time to look into this final map and obviously have a look across everything to think of an MVP as well.
Limited just because he brought us sniper action. If they win it, then
We'll
it's
see.
Limited.
We will see. I think the teams are just waiting to get in. Apparently, there's only 3 players for one of them. So I'll just double check.
It's great that everyone asking in the chat like, Chira, are we good to go? It's actually you.
Oh no, I'm signing as me.
Yeah, but they ask me every time.
All right. Well, maybe they know you. I'm just not known.
I'm the guy having
it's
all
5v5,
those
we got it.
responsibilities, you know?
They are back. Charlie and OMG, Hyperion, Lag, and the name which was on my screen, which I was going to read, has now disappeared. The other player, Revenge, I believe, is going to be going into this. But it's going to be construction site. It's going to be team battle.
I mean, it's match point already. I would love to see Senior winning this map.
Oh, yeah.
But I'm not sure. Like I said, they need to change their playstyle right now.
Well, I'm going to find Limited purely because he had a sniper. Do you know what? Limited's going to tear it up with this sniper. This map benefits him so much. And Raytel's also got a sniper out. I've just seen Raytel pick up one. Oh, Raytel's picked up a second. And you know what? This should be a 4th, but no. Lag goes down. My goodness. Down but not out. 4-2. This is starting off very fast-paced. I like it. It's fast. It's action-packed. It's Modern Combat 5 here. The GO4 finals for July. North American standing, should I say?
Standard, North American standard.
North American
The
standard
first
is very
action is
high at the
leading.
moment, should I say.
The Japanese team is actually North American standard.
They are indeed. They're looking good. But strong start for first action. 11 and 5. 12 and 5 as Rabbit picks up another.
It's totally different. We didn't saw any snipers in the European final, and now both teams bring one in.
I like the diversity of both teams. The fact that they can kind of just, you know, change this around. But Limited again picking up sniper kills left, right, center. He's already picked up 2. He's trying to like quick scope almost.
Yeah, maybe you should take a bit more time because he could have had that kill for sure.
Maybe, maybe not. We'll never know as it is done and dusted. 20 to 11. This has only been a minute and a half, and already 32 kills have been made on the map. Total of 99 is only physically possible, but
You see, Lipton. The difference between Lipton and Limited right now is Lipton is taking the time, while Limited is all about quick swap. You know, they talk about one taps.
yeah. Okay, well, Hyperion, let's see what you've got to offer here. 3 kills, 4 deaths. Not the best of starts, but it's okay, and it will do now. 25 to 16 first. Oh my goodness, Limited has just no-scoped him up close and personal once again.
It's still not over. Still not over.
Definitely not 10 points, though it is starting to look very convincing for first action. Lipton and Ratel picking up another 2. That's made it 12 in the lead.
They're getting in a lot of kills, but still doesn't look as fast as the European final.
No, I think it started off very, very quickly, but then we saw it kind of slow down. The pace was slowed down, and I think that's coming in from first. Really, they know that they are leading the series, and they have the power to do that.
I mean, there's no reason for them to rush and try to get all those kills early on, because even if they lose, he's still on top. That's it.
Yeah. 33 to 22, 11-point difference here. Only 4 minutes left, potentially, of the finals. If First carry on doing what they're doing, slaying that they are slaying, this could end very, very badly. Oh, going for the wallbang as well there, Rabbit. Pretty audacious shots. 11 and 5, though. You can't really complain at that.
Well, you see those stats on Assault are way better than what Limited brings to the team.
Mm.
But of course, picking up all those kills is not actually his job.
43 to 25. I'm starting to get that feeling in my stomach where only one team is going to walk away with this. They've already picked up 2 maps. First are already on their way to those 50 points. Only 3 minutes left, but 6 points, 6 kills away from taking this. Revenge picks up 1. Rabbit's going to get a nice 2-piece there and put it on 46. 4 away. Renee, I think we could be very seeing the end here. 48 and 29. Great stuff here. Rabbit's just finding another one. Long-range gun battles go down, and Charlie Falls is all but done. As we see 3-0 highlight there at the top. Rabbit was the man of that match. Definitely 15 and 5. And overall, a very good showing. Let's exit out of there. Let's bring it back to myself and Renee, and that is it. We have our champions.
I was not expecting that as a grand final because we had so close matchups the whole evening for us, day for them.
Yeah.
It was great. Everything was balanced matchups, good matchups. Of course, slow paced. That's fine. It's a different play style. Might work. Maybe we'll see one day how they actually cope with European teams.
I hope so.
But 3-0 in the grand final.
It's dominated.
Wow, that was impressive.
I'm very impressed, and for me, I'm gonna go with Rabbit purely on that last game. Was definitely a valuable player throughout. We saw him tearing it up. He was always putting on a performance, and I must say, definitely one to watch. But there's not much really more to say other than congratulations, obviously to First, and obviously commiserations to C Senor. But third place, we did have our update. Who took third? That was Hawg.
Yeah.
And V7 came in at 4th.
Good performance. I thought it would have been good to have that match, V7 against Hawk, because they might be the right teams to actually face each other.
Yeah,
but since Velocity 7 forfeit already, it never happened.
Yeah.
We might know in another cup.
Well, maybe another cup. Today we have our champions, obviously, of the July GO4 Cup here on Modern Combat 5. Remember to go and follow at Modern_Combat on Twitter. You can see myself, which is not that, myself, and Renee, of course. Our Twitters are below if you are interested. I don't know what it was. It is technically 3:35 in the morning, so I'm sure Renee will give me a break on that one. I'm lost for words. After all that we've done today, I'm done. I am done and dusted, and I'm ready for a good night's sleep.
Yeah, it's over with Modern Combat 5. Of course, we hope to come back with even more monthly finals and even more Modern Combat 5 action. In case you want to get into yourself, just check out the ESL page, download the game on iOS, Android, or Windows 7,
basically.
10? 7 and 10? Should work on 7 and 10.
Everything.
Yeah, just download it, get into it, maybe face us during practice when we actually try to practice on that game. See how Phil gets dominated by nearly every other player out there in Modern Combat 5.
Very true.
And hopefully you tune in next time when we got Modern Combat 5 here at ESL. So have a nice evening.